Good evening, everyone. Hope we're going well. Why has that just disappeared? Hold on. I had the scores up. Hang on. I don't know why the scores aren't showing up. Why is that not doing that? For God's sake. I'm going to have to bloody quit out of Google first. Go back into Google. Right. There we go. Okay. All right. I was just, I don't know why it was doing that, but we'll get the scores back up, which I did already have sorted for the stream, but hope we are all going well and having a good round. There we go. We'll sort that out. Gee, Carlton 51 to bloody hell, far out. I didn't expect it to be that much of a blowout. I thought it'd be a close game. Interesting. People saying it's a bit wet as well over in Perth for this game, which is surprising. Perth's not normally wet, but fair enough. I probably wouldn't be going Ryan VC than if it's meant to be wet. Could be good for Young though and Sarong. Also, what do you guys think of the score, like the scores being on the left hand side, and the face cam and stuff on the right hand side? Tiny bit of a different. Oh wait, there we go. So why has the YouTube chat disappeared? No, here we go. No, it's disappeared again. Why is it doing this? All right, that should be better. Moonboy, hi everyone. How you going, Moonboy? Karen, evening all. How you going, Karen? Luca, with the rain in Perth, what do you think Sarong can score? Maybe not a ceiling score. Maybe just gets a 110 or a lower one. Sam, Blues are currently smashing Giants. Yeah, I know I did say that, Sam. It's surprising. Corey Bladage was at the North game today. Loving a great win by the boys. Is Manor worth it next week with super low break even? Yeah, he's probably the downgrade we'll probably look at next week, I reckon. Thank Power Prawn Summer. Hey, thank you very much for the super chat there. Got up on my multi, sharing the love. I can't loop, so I can't take Cherry as captain. My bench was nearly all playing. F me. Yeah, old Cherry was good. That I didn't watch that North game deliberately, just because that was that would have been a tough watch for me as a non-owner of a lot of those North players. Angus Heasy, hey Bars, how you going, Angus? Sam, very good round for me apart from Sexton. Yeah, big good round for me as well, but I made a bloody mistake last week. I should have brought in Tom Stewart instead of Will Powell, and I got Will Powell, who's got a 60 today, and Tom Stewart ended up with a 125, so that cost me 65 points, which is not great, especially when I'm trying to gain every point I can to try and get as close to the top as possible. Zach Wins kicked 3 goals. Cripps has got 1. Yeah, right. They're smashing him. 52 to 19. And it's at home for the Giants as well, which is surprising. Williams 41. So quarter time, DeConing's on 40. Cripps and Newman on 38. Should have got Newman a couple of weeks ago when I could have had the chance. Toby Green's on 24, so that's okay considering they're getting smashed. He's doing okay. Tom Green 22, Walsh 22, Fonte's on 21 as well. Whitfield's only on 15, so that tag is obviously affecting him there. Yeah, right. Okay, interesting. Oh, if Toby Green can just get a solid score, that'd be okay. I think it says, how you doing? Yeah, going okay. Annoyed that I didn't bring in Stewart, because otherwise I'd be having a good round. But it's going to cost me potentially trades next week. I definitely won't be able to get Tom Stewart in. It'll probably have to be, I might be pushing it. It might be like a Will Powder McKercher and then a Sexton to like a Dylan Moore if I can make that work. They're my early sort of thoughts on trades and stuff. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with next week anyway. Sexton wasn't very good. just got that running up on my phone. Pound made break even. I know he did, but 60 points on field is it's not great, unfortunately. Did my computer? Oh no, that's why the bloody. Hold on, this will drop out for like 5 seconds, and then it'll come back in. So I'm just changing. All right, we should be back. Just to fix out the Wi-Fi. I don't know why it connects to that one, but it is what it is. Go Power says Power Prawn staff. Yeah, bloody hell, I thought the Dogs were going to get it done today, but not to be. Owen Campbell trading Stewart and Rosie this week. Owen, you'll be loving life at the moment. Great trade-ins this week. Corey's going to be 290k. Sean Manor. Yeah, 290k. It's if you need cash, Jen, you could go for it, but I feel like we're probably trying to save as much cash as possible now. There's no tag on Whitfield. Just can't get the ball, says Sam. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, obviously they're playing bad, so that's he's just not getting it. Chincotter's taking Cogs, though. Interesting. Okay. Chincotter on Cogs. Myers is crap. Moore F5 now. Yeah, I think Moore's now top 6 forward. I think he's made that quite clear. PowerPoint. So I'm looking at a 2,400. Reckon par's going to be big this week. Caleb Fife. Should I have gone Simpkin over Myers? I would have rather Myers over Simpkin. I know that Myers didn't score as well. The game's about to get underway as well, so we are just about to start. And there's the bounce there. So we're underway. There you go. So Young tackle already. Sarong kick already. Hopefully Young can put up a good score. That'd be nice. There's Sarong with another kick. So good start for Sarongi. Karen Chan, I held Manor for ages. Traded him out as I thought he had no hope of breaking into a long team, but he did. Never looked like it, so I thought. Yeah, well, obviously, you give it to Ryan. Yeah, good boy. Why did I say good boy? No idea. Yeah, don't mind me. Ben Hayes, I have a trade curse. I get in Whip for 15 in the first quarter. Yeah, I don't know if I would have got Whip this week, just with the potential tag. Obviously, he's not being tagged. So if he's not being tagged, the hope is that he can just still get a solid enough score. That's the hope. How do you get McKercher without moving on someone like Young? So I'll be going Will Power. It'll be like, I've got 54k in the bank. So it'll be like what? It'll be Power slightly down to McKercher. I'll make like 10k. So I've 60k in the bank. Hopefully Sex doesn't go down as much, and then hopefully Moore doesn't go up as much. I might be just short sort of thinking about it, but I guess we'll see what happens, if I can afford it or not. If not, I'll probably have to go and... I really don't want to keep Will Power after what I saw from today, so maybe I don't get Dylan Moore. Maybe I've got to get a Grind Myers or something. Maybe I've got to settle for Myers, or maybe I do go and get Jai Simpkin. Funny enough, if I got Manor over Humphreys today, I probably would have been able to afford it, because I would have saved like another 15, 20k. But I want a Humphreys just for the extra cash gen. And Manor is a sub risk as well. I have to get Dane Sexton out. It says Ben. My trade code's actually real. Moonboy, the Ruse game was infuriating as a coach who traded all of Cherry, Sheasel, McKercher, and LDU. Yeah, I know. Cherry, Sheasel, and McKercher, I owned all three of those earlier in the year, and I traded all three as well. I'm like you. So, very frustrating trading him out, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Was thinking of getting Stewart all week. Yeah, see, what I could have done with my trades is, instead of getting Dunkley, you got Luke Ryan in the middle of the ground. He's going to Ryan. Ryan won't take the mark. It's a bad kick. Amos waited way too long to go to Ryan. There's Taranto. Richmond are out. Richmond should kick a goal here. Yeah, Bolton kicked the goal. So first goal of the game goes to Tigers. I could have gone. Will Power down to McKercher and then just gone Fisher to Brayshaw this week instead of doing the rookie shuffle. But who would have thought McKercher would have gone 123 and Power go 60? Like, obviously, it was always possible, but I can get Harrison up to McKercher, says Sam. Yeah, I'd be doing that if you can do that. Had to go Witt because Richmond next week. Yeah, that's fine as well. Powerbron Star, I have $2.50 left on my account. What should I bet it on tomorrow? I've got no idea. Whatever you feel. Power Prawn Star. Detached edit's got the VC on Sarong. Hope he does well. Yeah, I hope he goes well as well, mate. Actually, we'll refresh the scores. It's been a couple of minutes, so there we go. I got more doing a little dance right now, says Power Prawn Star. McTurtle, Sexton a trade next week. Yep, I think so. He was not great today. I didn't watch the game. I just know they didn't get amongst it. And with Lockie Weller only a couple weeks away, he's probably a trade out. There's a chance that I do have to hold him next week, because I don't want to just go get a Grind Myers in for Sexton, and just get some little upgrade. I want to be able to get the upgrade I want, so I might have to keep him for a week and then go to more next week. But there is a chance I go get Grind Myers next week instead. I don't know. I'm still unsure what I'll do with that, but obviously got a week to decide that. Taranto getting back, helping out in defence. I'm thinking Sexton and Day out for Sarong, Rosie, and Dylan Moore. Yeah, I like that, yeah. Sexton and Day can both go. It's a bit of a chaotic start to the game. Very sort of end-to-end, not really much coherence going on. Should I captain Goulden or Zorko? I'd captain Goulden. I just think that St Kilda match up at Marvel it screams Goulden ceiling score, so I'd be going him captain. Looks like Luke Ryan's playing further up the ground as well, with Brendan Cox in the side, giving him the license to go further up the ground, so which is good. Hopefully Ryan can put up a good score. Sheasel is my Cheezel, says Power Prawn. So yeah, that was another one that is going to potentially cost me big time this week, is not having Sheasel with a 134. When you don't have a player that goes 134 that's very, very popular, that's going to bite you, unfortunately. And I didn't want to bring him in because he hadn't really put up a ceiling since moving in. So I wasn't going, I have to bring Sheasel back in. But he does have Sydney next week, so whether Jordan goes to Sheasel or not, that'd be interesting. Or if he goes to LDU or something like that. He probably goes to LDU, to be fair. Corey Badge, unlucky with Jai Clark out today, Bales. Oh, you mean trading out? Yeah, I know you put up a decent enough score. That's all right. I got Humphreys, though, who I made some cash, and he's going to make a decent amount of cash as well. Cherry just keeps kicking goals. It's unreal. Yeah, he's so frustrating not owning. According to DFS Australia, Sex will be 751k. Yeah, so Sam, what would Dylan Moore be? Do you know what Dylan Moore will be? What price? Because that would be interesting to see. If he's going to be like 810, 820, I might still be able to get the trades done. But if it's like 830 plus, I'm not going to be able to get it done. Should have gone Stewart. I have no balls to make moves, says Ben. I'm bringing Rosie next week, says Karen. Yeah, Rosie was very good today. Should I trade Sexton over LDU versus Sydney? The only trouble with trading Sexton out is obviously Moore's the guy that people are going to go to, but it still is like, if you go LDU out and he gets tagged, you could go him up to a big midfielder. So I'd almost still say LDU just with the tag, but it's going to be tough. I think Sexton does have to go. Day has to go, right, says Ben. Yeah, his time is up. Yep, I agree. He's got to go. I'd be trading. Can't believe my bench effed me. Want to take Cherries VC. Dunks do better. Dunks better do his thing, says Power Prawn. So Ross the boss won't let Goulden go mad. Yeah, he might not let Goulden go mad. I just think that they'll tag Warner instead, and they'll make sure him and Heaney don't go well. And if Goulden goes well, then they can't stop it. They can't stop all three, I don't think. So I got Ryan captain, says Steve-O. I hope he goes well, mate. I really do. VC, sorry. Okay, yeah, cool. Karen, I did muck up playing Hewland over Mac Andrew. McKercher got me 134 super coach. Yeah, McKercher was very, very good today. 823k, I think. Yeah, that's going to be a push. Because that's 72k. I'm going to need to make... I've got to make 18k from going power down to McKercher, which I don't think is going to happen. I think I'm going to fall just short, which is really frustrating. I really wanted to get those trades done, and of course, I'm going to fall just short. Which means I probably should have gone Manor over Humphreys. I should have probably looked at that a little bit closer and gone, okay, let's save the 20k and get Manor, who's not the sub. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, the back half of the season's been a bit of a rabble. Since probably post round 30, I was feeling good, but since then it's been a bit not great. Few 50-50 calls not going my way, unfortunately. And I think, I still think maybe hold it. I might even just hold Sexton and won't worry about McKercher or Stewart and just go up to Newman if I can get to Newman from Will Power. Just go Will Power up to a big defender instead of just sort of playing around with a cheaper defender. So I might do something like that. I'm not sure. Tony Ford, first time this year that I screwed up my trades. Originally was going Fisher to Moore and McCall to Humphreys. Instead went Fisher to Myers and Rosie to Dunkley. Yeah. And see, that's what I mean. So I was looking at going 2 guys on field out and sort of shuffling. Instead I went a rookie down, rookie up, and it didn't work out. But then you did what I was going to do, but it didn't work for you. So just it's funny how the trades work at this time of the year. That sort of you can sort of work one way or work the other, unfortunately. James Richo, Sexton to Moore, LDU to Dunkley, looking like I'm going to be 10k short. Kidding myself for picking Myers. I still liked Myers as a pick. It was just unfortunately he didn't put up a good score today, unfortunately. Sam McKercher is projected to be 669. Yeah, so Will Power's 679. He might go up 1-2k. I might make 10-11k from going down, which means I'll have 65k in the bank, which means I'll be about 10k short, which is really, really frustrating. 10k short, so maybe I don't get more and I get another forward for the time being. That's frustrating. Whitfield's going absolute trash. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, well, I'm not shocked that Whitfield's not going great because it's against Carlton, who are restrictive, and I did think he's going to get the tag. Obviously, he's not getting the tag, but can't lose with Dunks, minimum 100. I hope so. Young going to go big tonight, says Steve. I hope so. I said I hope so twice then, but I do hope both go well. Refresh the scores. Young is going well. Sharp's going well. Sarong is going okay. Sarong hasn't touched it in the last few minutes. He did get it a few times early. Sharp, give it to Ryan. Brendan Cox. What are you doing, man? Don't kick the ball when you're not the designated kicker, you idiot. Handball to someone else. There's no way I can get McKercher if Young keeps this up. Mitch, nice support to sub out Butters on 136 with 12 minutes left in the game. Still my highest score for the week, though. Well, as a non-owner of Butters, I was relieved that he did because he was looking like he's going to go 150, 160. I don't know what the Dogs are doing today. They were just letting all the port mids just get amongst it. Like Wines had a good game. Horn France had a pretty decent game. Obviously, Rosie went massive. And yeah, I thought Rosie would have been the one that got subbed, obviously coming off the injury a few weeks ago. But Moonboy, and how do I get Whitfield for next week? Don't know how coach are doing it. Yeah, that's what I'm. And yeah, Willpower project to be 682. 682. Would you say that McKercher was going to be? 669. So I make 13k from it. I got 67k in the bank. Put 67k on top of Sexton, who you were saying was going to be 751. About 814. I'll be 9k short of getting Dylan Moore and McKercher next week. So apparently it's heavy rain now. It's not raining for me yet on my screen, but maybe well, I'm seeing you, which means Ryan's probably not going to go well. Brendan Cox can piss off, says Sam. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Why didn't I get Stewart or Newman over Whitfield? It's hard, Ben. It's hard, Ben. Unfortunately, I made the wrong call. I got Powell over Stewart, and unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Unfortunately, with fantasy, Butters being subbed out was rage-inducing, says Moon Boy. Not for non-owners. Non-owners were relieved, I think. Lol Butters got subbed out because he was too angry. And I actually did hear that. I heard that. I heard apparently the reason he got subbed out was actually because apparently Hinkley gave him a spray. Apparently he got into it with Libba behind the ball. And people keep giving like guys like Toby Green stick for doing stuff off the ball. But Butters has nearly paid as much money in terms of fines as what Toby Green has. So if people are having to go at Toby Green for all this, they've got to start having to go at Butters because... And I think that it's... I've always been the opinion when a player does 3 things off the ball, it should be like a 3 strikes, you're out sort of thing. If you do 3 things, you're out. Like, it doesn't matter. But it is what it is. Let Ryan add the points to Sam. I don't know how he's going to go if it is raining, so I don't think Ryan's going to put up a good score, unfortunately. Ryan has my Moz tonight, power promise. Mate, I don't even think you need a Moz him because I think that the rain is going to be enough of a Moz. He won't score much more than 90, I don't think, in this weather, even in a good matchup, which sucks because Perth, when does it bloody rain? Like, of course it rains in a matchup like this. That's why it is dangerous having players that need to rely on the weather to be good. Yeah. Liam Rosenberg, is it raining at Free Game? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it started raining now. Moonboy, it's a wild night in Perth. Yeah, it seems like that. Calum Fife, would you go LDU to McKercher and Sexton to Moore? I avoid the LDU tag. I traded in Rosie for Fisher and was very happy. Yeah, you could do that. Yep, definitely could do that. Witt's going to be on 20 at half time. Says Ben, Power Bronze, Kenny gave him a spray, then pulled him. Yeah, that again. Yeah, that's what I heard. So, yep, very interesting. Hasn't been raining all day, like the street. Guys, says Ben. Yeah, yep. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you smash a like on the video. Or the stream, sorry. And also subscribe to the channel. Giants come back. It's back to 9 points now. So they've kicked in the quarter. So Toby Green, Cogs, Callan Ward, Jake Riccardi. So yeah, they've kicked 4 goals in this quarter to none, which is interesting. Still 12.5 minutes to go. Apparently Tom Green's just come off with a blood rule. Apparently Wiedering's injured as well. So, something to keep an eye on. Just having a look at what... Toby Green's on 36, so at least one of my uniques is going okay. Newman's on 44. Cripps 40. Green's 36. There goes Young out of the centre. He'll get the kick back, actually. He got smothered, and he kicked on his right boot. That's not going to go for goal. Kenny 34. Cogs 29, Walsh 27, copping the Bedford tag apparently. Fonte 24, Tom Green's on 22, Whitfield 22. Yeah. Where's Elijah Hollins? He's on 21. A few people might have looked at someone like him this week. And Tom De Koning's top scoring on 66, so he's going along very nicely. Yeah, so there you go. So Giants come back. Be interesting to see if they can get back into the game, make a game of it. Obviously, they are back, but... Pabron say, how good was Simpkins? Said 2 weeks ago, he's a lock. Yeah, he was good today. Scott Madano shot a 90 today in Perth. Weather has been cooked, mate. Yeah. It's funny because Perth, I feel like when I've been there, it can rain for... People say it can rain for like a week straight, then it won't rain for like 2 months, which is interesting. That's how it goes, but... Perth's normally good weather. It's just a shame that it's not good weather when we want Luke Ryan to go well. And it means even Jordan Clark probably is gonna struggle. But I think most coaches in the top few have got at least one of Jordan Clark or Luke Ryan. I can't imagine many coaches wouldn't have either. Jordan Clark will probably make his way to 90 to just get a lot of the ball and just get there. Well, Jordan Clark just got he didn't get the tackle there, actually. One guy I haven't noticed, he's on there at the screen at the moment. One guy I've noticed, Brayshaw hasn't gone well. So I was going to go, I could have gone McKercher for power and gone Brayshaw, but turns out it might, if Dunkley goes big, then it might actually just mean I couldn't have done anything about it this week. There's Brayshaw there getting a kick. I nearly went Took as well. Took was one I looked at. Thankfully, I didn't go there because he got subbed out with a wrist injury today. Butters is Hinkley's favourite. Strange one, says Moonboy. Yeah, I think that, he pulled him off because of he keeps doing this sort of stuff. Callum Fife, it's a 40% chance to rain Launceston next week, so the free defenders might be affected again. If it is a chance to rain next week, that actually might not mean that Dylan Moore is a must-get, just if it's going to rain. There's Luke Ryan with a kick. Really, he was giving him a rest, but he was giving him a spray before that. Yeah, so it was probably a bit of both. It was like they're up by so much they could afford to do that and send a message. Because I'm sure Butters would have liked to have stayed out there and got some cheap posies to end the game. Oh, Kozitzki, good mark in the wet. Matt Young had the emergency on Shane Manor, so got his 115. Took off Hayden Young, though, so hope he goes less than that. Yeah, so even if I did bring Manor in, I would have loved to have taken that 115, but I wouldn't have been able to because he played after Fisher, and I wouldn't have had any red dots to take it. So, but no, congrats. You're able to take the 115. That's obviously very, very nice there. Had a lot of tackles as well. How much did Manor score? Yeah, 115. Yep. Easiest downgrade target of all time next week, says Moonboy. Yeah, he could be. Depends if people need cashed in or not. So, for example, like I'm in a situation where I might even just keep Sexton. Actually, to be fair, I could probably keep Sexton and loop between Sexton and Manor next week. As long as Hutchinson doesn't play or he gets dropped or whatever. Because that'd be interesting. So, yeah, but I think I'll probably have to go, down and just get a better defender. Not worry about, I know Stewart's going well, but maybe just go and get I was going to look at a Holmes actually, but I don't think he went too great today. If I can get Newman, I'll probably get Newman, even though he's got a tougher run. Newman just seems to be getting it done. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah, bloody Sexton was bad. Apparently, Cripper just kicked a goal, says IT. Brendan Cox with a mark. Handball, literally kick it short to Ryan. It is the easiest mark there. Cool. How is that play on? He's kicked it easily 15. Unbelievable. He kicked it from the pocket and kicked it into the other side of the goal square. That's 15. I don't understand. Anyway, it's a kick nonetheless. Tom Green having a stinker as well, says Ben. So that's disappointing. Giants have got a good run coming up, so I still think you don't want to trade Tom Green. He's got Richmond next week. He'll go well, but maybe he might not go as well in this game. But we know that he can have huge quarters, so hopefully he does that. I'm not going to touch my rookies after next week, says Power Prawn Star. I'll trade one up, one down this week, then it'll all be about form-based after that. No point key points on the bench. And that's a good point as well. Yep. Did you take the Merit VC, says Matt Young? Yeah, I did. Yeah, 120, you got to take it. But last night I was saying, though, that the 120, it was frustrating in the sense that when you have a VC, you want them going, 130, 140. So then it's like, oh, beautiful. Not many of my players are going to outscore that. Whereas when you take a VC of 120, I was sitting there thinking, oh, well, I'll probably have a few players that might actually score more than that. So I'll take the 120. I'm happy with it. But part of me is also... I wanted more, being greedy. I wanted a bit more, but you bank 120. You got to. Do I get Newman next week if he goes 120 or Rosie for Day? Depends what your team's looking like, Regan. I hate that the umpires don't pay. That, says Sam. Yeah, I know. I thought that one went 15, but they didn't pay it. The Ryan kick to Wagner was about 5 metres shorter. And a mark. I don't think it was paid a mark, Mitch. So I'll have a scorched earth policy on the bench after man up points on it is. Might be forced to hold Tom Powell again after Sexton score, says Matt Young. Yeah, bloody Powell. Powell's ruined. I know Powell's a great starting pick, but the Powell name has sent my top 100 hat to shit. Because I went Tom Powell to Will Powell, and I only gained 9 points last week, and it cost me 24 points this week. So I've lost about 15 points on it when it should have gained me more than that. And I could have just held Tom Powell this week, and I could have got a better defender in. But unfortunately, that is not to be. Tony Ford, Myers to Moore next week for me, meaning I'll still have a rookie on field at F6, either Dowling or Manor. Next worst player would be Moore, Green, Martin, Young. Tara Bronstar, Moonboy, yep, it's on from now. Caleb Fife, why is Tom Green doing so bad? No idea, unfortunately. Is anyone watching the Carlton game? Obviously, well, a few people might be, but obviously I'm watching this game here. Scott Medano, how long has everyone been playing fantasy for, and what's your best rank ever, Bales? Mine's 25k. Mine was just outside top 500. Would have been just before COVID, I think. I'm hoping this year I can finish top 500, but fuck, that's even going to be a stretch the way everything's going at the moment. How's Witt stinking so hard? Steve-O, I put Clayton Oliver on field instead of Akers. Matt Young, Colby next week. Yeah, Colby's a good pick, Matt, next week. Yeah, Oliver on field instead of Akes in draft. Oh, he's got West Coast. He should still go okay. Green 2 blood rules in this quarter, says Tony, and that's frustrating. That's why he's not going to score points. Should I be going for Sexton to Rosie or Dale to McKercher? Sexton to Rosie for me is going to get you more points. I know people are going to look at McKercher and go, you probably got to go get McKercher, but McKercher is a rookie at the end of the day, and Fisher will come back in at some point, meaning that all those kick-ins won't be his, meaning like even in a great game he plays there with 35 touches, he had 11 kick-ins, and Fisher back in means that he's not going to get all those points. So McKercher's a good option, but I do feel that I don't think he's a rookie. We got to remember he's a rookie at the end of the day. He's got a great role, and I think he's going to be like those rookies that can average a 90 from here on in and be solid. But yeah, we got to remember he's a rookie. He's not going to average 110 for the rest of the year. You can bring him for making cash. That's obviously a good option if you need to make some cash. Why is Sarong forward? I feel like Freo were going to be this team that we're all going to enjoy owning all these players from, but they just seem like Longmuir was throwing stuff around, different game sites. It's really annoying. Should I be Tony Ford both nose related? Powerbron said mine was 11k, but I'm 6.5 at the moment. Matt Young, second year this year, finished 700th last year, my first year. Walsh, Green, Witt, all under 27. Well, at least Walsh is doing bad. That'll make up a little bit for Will Power, because if Walsh stinks, he's owned by a lot of people up the top, and if Dunkley goes big, then I might catch that back up. But so apologies, anyone's got Walsh, I won't be wanting Walsh to do very well. I heard that Carlton are the number one team for conceding the least disposals. Yep, they are restrictive, very restrictive. Scott Madonna, nice people. I'm at 19k at the moment. Good, mate. Hopefully you can crack the top 10k. That'd be nice. We'll get better every year. There's a science to this, says Power Pro and stuff. Oh, if there was a science to this, then I'd be ranked top 1,000 like easily, and probably top 100 because I've been playing for how long, but unfortunately not the case. Callum 5, I've been playing for 3 to 4 years. My best rank is this year. At the moment, ranking is 2598 live rank. Best I've been ranked because I listen to Bales and Mitch. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate the kind words there. Obviously, Mitch having a cracking year. Mitch might actually fall, unfortunately, this week because he didn't have Butters or Rosie, and he brought in Grind Myers. I don't know if he brought him over more. I don't know if he could have afforded more. But yeah. There's Brayshaw. Handball to Fife. Fife to Switkowski. It's a bad handball. It's probably a throw. Not called, though. Banfield stopped by the goalkeeper, who was... what's his name? I can't even remember that guy's name, the Richmond defender. It's not Tom Brown. It's the other... Oh, Ben Miller. That's right. Ben Miller's the one. Louis Ron's on 19, to be fair. It says it's paid the mark to Ryan. It won't be... I think Ryan will be on 16, I reckon. I don't think he'll be on 19 because that was not... It was called play on. I saw the umpire. I would have been excited if it was called a mark, because it would have been a +6. But unless he marked it and I missed it. Unless he got another mark and I missed it somewhere. Why is Whitfield and Green doing terrible, says Doob42. Apparently Green's had a couple of blood rolls, and I don't know why Whitfield's doing bad, because apparently he's not being tagged, so... Didn't have Cherry either, says Corey Blackledge. Matt Young, Mitch brought in Myers over Moore. I think he said he was decided between the two. Mitch not even the highest ranked team called Mitchmond anymore, says IT. Yeah, I know someone else is called Mitchmond up there. Sam, like Sarong isn't tall enough to play forward. Agreed. He should not be playing forward. He's not a forward. He's an inside midfield that should be playing 100% of the game mid. And that, if that goes, it won't be deliberate anyway, because the guy's right there. Matt Young, Hayden Young making me pay. Sarong playing forward. Yeah, he is at the moment. Keen to see how Curry goes tomorrow, says Power Pro and Star. Ryan's on 19, says Sam. I'm just thinking, though, that Champion Data will adjust it and he'll be down to 16 because he didn't mark the ball, unfortunately. Clark S33 Supercoach, says Karen. And cool. There's a lot of bloody chat tonight. I feel like I'm hardly watching the game, catching up on chat, which is great. That's what we want. People getting involved in the chat, which is good. Lee's Young's doing well. That's good. So Sturt gets around Blight, I reckon that was. And did he kick it? Missed it. Nice, 8.5k at the moment. Let's go, says Scott. Good work, mate. Hopefully you keep rising. Like the vid, says Power Prawn Star. Thanks, mate. Yep, make sure you smash a like on the video. Obviously, they'd be very much appreciated. And make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have 10 likes on the video at the moment, so if you can leave a like, that'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, so no, I don't think anyone said. Do people prefer the face cam on the right hand side of the screen and the scores on the left? Is that better? Do people prefer that? I just changed it around tonight just to see what it's like if people prefer it. Is that what people prefer? So let me know in the chat if people prefer that. If they prefer it on this layout or they prefer what I did last night. Why can't play Fife forward, says Sam. I know. Fife isn't a good forward anyway, but you'd think he's a better forward than what Sarong is. Well, I don't know if Sarong's forward at the moment. Sarong might even be on the bench, actually. Oh, don't argue from Graham on Switkowski there. And that should be quarter time. Yeah, quarter time. When do we reckon AFLW Fantasy opens? Interesting question. I don't know. I'm just thinking it might open like round 20 men's, I reckon. Somewhere around there. Because then that gives 4 weeks for the men's season to finish, and then you've got the AFLW season. Won't it start does it start during the AFL finals, or does it start after? I can't remember. Because I've been in America for one of the seasons and whatever. So, Bowers, would you take Merritt VC or take it on with Gawn and Errol, says Thomas Gulliver. No, I'll be taking Merritt VC. I know Gawn and Errol are really good options, and now I do wish I went like VC Gawn into Goulden or something, but you've got to take the 120. You can't take on 120 because more can go wrong than right when it comes to 120. Honestly, don't mind whatever's easier for you, Bale, says Angus. Yeah, cool. Honestly, don't mind, but I think it is good how it is. Power Prawn Star, I don't care. I wish you'd figure out how to use DT loss, says Power Prawn Star. Yep. He's there doing nothing, not scoring points, says Sam. I'm talking about Sarong. I don't mind it. My eyesight's better on my right-hand side, says Caden Fife. Angus says GRS was way closer. Giants can't give me nightmares, says Ben and Corey Badge. Going to be interesting, the rules on the team's fixtures when they play twice in a week for AFLW. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Be a good challenge. I'll be obviously doing it, so I'm looking forward to it. So, I like the scores on the left, says Ben. Yeah, well, it seems like most people don't really care too much, and obviously Ben likes it on the left-hand side, so that's cool. But scores from the first quarter, Young is on 36, Taranto 34. Good start for Timmy T, and obviously Young, great start as well. Short's on 32. He does this, though, unfortunately. Darcy, 29. Brayshaw's on 22, funny enough, and I hardly noticed him. I know Sarong more, but Sarong's only on 17. There you go. Ryan's on 16. So Ryan did get that mark taken away and adjusted. So, yeah, did play 100% in the quarter, though. John Clark's on 17 as well. Sharp 18 for anyone that's got him. Jackson 14. McAuliffe's on -1. Funny enough, Liam Baker was on 9 as well, and Fife on 9. It's funny enough, we were doing this watch on because we thought there were going to be some big scores. So, and Young just got a tackle taken away. So he's now down to 32, which is still good. God, I hate champion data when they do that. I don't understand why they do that. Why add a tackle on there if it's not tackle? If they're not sure, don't add the tackle. Don't get us excited that, that player's got a +4, then take it away. Like, it was actually, the thing that actually got me today that I thought was ridiculous was in the other game, the Gold Coast North game, obviously had Will Power. He was on 33 at three-quarter time, which obviously is still shit, but then he got -6. And I had a look, and he got a -3 for the first quarter and a -3 for the second quarter at three-quarter time, which I didn't understand why they took points away from him in the first two quarters, but then they added it back on, they took it away. Half a game later, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I was like, I was literally saying, I'm like, he's already doing that shit. You don't need to take points away from him and make it even worse. Thankfully, Power had a good last quarter and saved himself with a 60, which still looks awful, but it is what it is. I I've young in my multi for 25 plus. Think he'll bounce back. Yep, he's on 10 disposals already, so he'd be looking good for that at the moment. Liam Roseberg, I prefer the old way. Okay, there you go. So prefers them on the other side. Is Ryan and Whitfield to play next week? I'd be still holding Ryan. He's got good matchups to come. Ryan is a massive seagull, says Power Prawn Star. Whitfield's on 27, says Doob 42. Cannon 5, I know it's frustrating. Yeah, mate, fantasy is frustrating. Yes, Tom Green +6 says Sam, and then I made Sarong my captain, says Doob. Hopefully Sarong goes well from here, but at least Tom Green did well. So, but no, Tom DeConey's been off a couple of times as well in this game. But no, Giants come back. It's only 8 points. They've had a really good quarter. They've actually kicked 6 goals, 1 to 2 goals straight. So they've really come back in this quarter. Be interesting to see the scores shortly for the players. Yeah, we've got a minute and a half to go in that game, so looking forward to having a look at some of those scores shortly. Let me just have a look. Was there any late updates in the Geelong Hawthorn game? Nah, doesn't look like it. At least Humphries did well, so 77. Yeah, as I said, it's obviously just a slightly frustrating that I would have been able to do the trades up. It's just no. If I got bloody Stewart last week, It wouldn't have mattered my my trades this week. It would, because I had 50k in the bank. If I'd got him last week, I'd be in such a better position. 65 extra points. Giants just kicked another goal. Jesse Hogan, another goal. So now it's back to 2 points. 7 goals won in the quarter for the Giants. They've come roaring back after not all hope was lost, but they was down by a lot. So, Power Prawn Star, Freo will go nuts in the second half. I hope so. I hope guys like Luke Ryan can. Dude 42. Hopefully Sarong plays in the midfield. Butters or Stewart this week. Who have Port got? I think they've got Gold Coast. Depends where your team's at, dude. Stewart is good value. He's going to be just over 700k next week, and he's got back-to-back good scores, playing essentially full-time. I think he played full-time mid again today. So it's clearly a role change. Geelong have gone that, and they want Holmes, which I actually think it looks like that Stewart playing in the midfield is actually a bad thing for Holmes, because Holmes has been a bit quieter the last couple of weeks. Yeah, CBA's De Koning was 25, then Atkins and Stewart were number 1 with 21 apiece. So, yeah, that's it's something to watch for with Stewart. I'll probably go Stewart over Butters, just because I know Butters went well today, but he scored 67 points in the first quarter. It's absolutely ridiculous, what he did in that first quarter. Yeah, I'm not sure. Far out while spudding hard. Yeah, well, good. I've apologised to all the Walsh owners tonight. I'm sorry, but as a guy that's got willpower, and I need a popular player to go bad. If Walsh goes bad, it might sort of level things out for my own team. And as long as the other players go well, I could be sort of back in it in a way. Steve-O, should I trade out Holmes? No. I know he had a poor game. That's his first poor game all season, I think. And he's got a really good run for the rest of the season. I was looking at bringing in Holmes next week. And there's still a chance I do. I still could. Butters has 2 awesome matchups and a tag. Who's he got next to? Power Prawn Star? No, he's got Gold Coast next week. Who's he got after that? Because I'm not sure who he's got after that. Because you could go Butters over Stewart, realistically. We'll see. My team would actually... The perfect trades this week for me would have been going Will Power to McKercher and then going Fisher up to Butters. That would have been perfect trades for me. I never thought about doing that at all. But sucks that Fraser was sub, says Steve. Yeah, I know. I didn't expect him to be sub, to be honest, but then he was named. So, Baker handball, if anyone's got Baker out there. Sam, according to DFS projection, I'm short of more by 18k. Maybe I get Stewart then. Yeah, that's frustrating. I'll probably be short of more as well. So I might even, depends what I'll do. I'll probably go rookie downgrade. I might go Manor just because he has got a ceiling maybe, just to get some cash, and then I might loop him and Sexton. And then I will go Will Powell up to a defender, whoever I can afford. I'm just looking. So 50k in the bank. If I go Joe Richards down to Manor, I'll pocket 120k roughly. I'll bet 160k. What's that? I'll get up to about 840. But if I go right down to a near basement player, I'll probably be able to get a Nick Newman. So it'll just depend. I'll have to see what I do next week. Goes Gold Coast, Richmond, then the Bread. Okay, so yeah, Richmond is the week after. Yeah, okay, yeah, Butters could be a solid option. Obviously, that makes Rosie good. If people don't have Rosie, he's obviously a good option as well. Well, I believe it's half time in the other game, so I'll quickly have a look at the scores there. Sarong just got a handball, Brayshaw kick. Let's have a look at these scores. All right, so you've got DeConing's top scoring on 70, Briggs 62, Cripps 60, Newman's on 57, Kenny 47, Tom Green 42. Oh, bloody hell. Toby Green only got the one tackle after I checked in the rest of that quarter. I was really hoping after he kicked that goal in the second quarter that he was going to be on like 50-something. But he's on 40, so it's not bad. I was sort of a bit nervous with his score tonight against Carlton, but if he can put up an 80, I'd definitely take that. Walsh 33. Obviously, people are saying he's not going great. Whitfield 32. That's not good either. Fonte's on 34, outscoring both of them. And there you go. They're the scores. So, not too much. I think I said Newman was on 53 as well, but if I didn't, he was on 53. So, yeah. There are definitely going to be a lot of big scores. Apparently, Ryan got a kick in. I missed that when I was checking the scores, so but it was good anyway. I was thinking about going back to Fisher if he was a 1 week injury. Actually, you know what? If Fisher came back in next week, I would probably go Sexton to Fisher because I still think Fisher's a top 6. So actually, no, Sam, I like that. If Fisher comes back in next week, I hope he does. I'll go Sexton to Fisher, and then I'll go Will Powder to Tom Stewart. I reckon that might be what I look at doing with Tom Stewart with some good matchups. And if Fisher's in, I still think Fisher's a top 6 forward, and I think then eventually I can go Toby Green to Dylan Moore, and then I feel like I'm set in the forward line. I think if someone asked me now what my top 6 forwards would be, I think in order, I think it is. I reckon it's Zorko 1 now. I reckon Zorko's 1. I think I'll put Caldwell 2 now. I'd put Caldwell 2. Just the way he's looked at the moment, he's unstoppable at the moment, the way he's going. I'd have Flanders 3 and Heaney at 4. And then I would have Dylan Moore 5, and I'd have Fisher at 6. So Luke Ryan, another kick-in. Beautiful. 2 kick-ins. This is what we got to, and he kicks short to Brayshaw mark. So this is what we got to hope that Ryan can do, is that Ryan can, if he goes back to Luke Ryan, go back to Luke Ryan. No, I don't know why I'm asking for them to do that, because Freo are just not going to do that now. I don't think Freo are going to chip the ball around like they were at the beginning of the year. Brennan Cox is looking back. Is he going to Ryan? Oh, geez, that's a dangerous kick. That was a shit kick by Brennan Cox. That's now 2 kicks that have been absolutely awful. And see, Josh Draper had a chat. And when Josh Draper should have gone back to Ryan for a +6, he went forward and turned it over and out of bounds. That's what I'm thinking, says Sam. Yeah, if I can't get Dylan Moore, Fisher's probably my next bet. And then at least I can go Will Power to Tom Stewart. And then I can then do a rookie downgrade the week after, and I can do whatever and pick who I want the week after. If I go Dylan Moore, if I go Stewart up to a defender, or something. So, because Sheasel I don't want next week, but I want Sheasel at some point. I want Nick Newman at the back half of the year. So it could even be, Fisher next week, keep Toby Green for Richmond matchup. Then maybe Toby Green goes the following week and I go like a rookie down Dylan Moore. Or something like that. That might be what I'll look at doing. But I think Sexton has to go. And I'm hoping Fisher's back. If Fisher's back, it'll be him. If he's not, then I might have to hold Sexton. Scored back-to-back 103s in fantasy, Karen. Fisher didn't score when McCurch was in the team from memory. Yeah, he scored a couple of hundreds. And I still think he'll be better than a lot of other forwards. Whatever that are there. He was on 61 at half time. Like, I know McCurch wasn't there, but it's not like McCurch is going to... Like, Fisher will still average about, I think, anywhere from 85 to 95, I think. Getting McCurch and Stewart and Fisher... Getting McCurch or Stewart and Fisher for Sexton and Harrison. Yeah, I like that, Sam. McCurch will probably take the kick-ins and kick it to Fisher if they play together, says Callum Fife. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. I think that could easily happen. Owen Campbell, could Jordan Clark be a trader option next week? No, not with their run coming up. Owen, I'd be keeping Jordan Clark. They've got Melbourne and Hawthorn in the next two. Luke Ryan got an awful bounce. I feel like Luke Ryan is just, this game so far has been so close to an extra 20 points, but it just hasn't quite gone his way so far. I'm hoping if Free can get out to a good lead that they get a bit of chip going in the second half. Well, I do see Sarong's at the bottom there on 26, so getting a few points now. Nank's dominating on 56. Brayshaw's on 40, so this is the thing I was afraid with Brayshaw. I thought he was going to have a massive game tonight, and I liked him as an option. So if he has a big game, I will be annoyed, because then I could have gone McKercher for Powell and gone Brayshaw for Fisher, and then I would have been happy. I have Dylan Moore in Bolter, so very happy to have him. I brought him in Bolter this week as well, so I'm happy. I think my Bolter team's done all right this week. Luke Ryan, Luke Ryan's got crunch then. Luke Ryan does seem like he's okay. Draper. Because he got a knock, Jordan Clark took the kick in. Go back to Ryan. At least chip a little bit. Like, you don't have to take your coach's directions literally and don't kick it. Like, I feel like Freo have taken... and there's Brayshaw again. I've got a feeling he's going to go big tonight, and that's going to really do my head in. I feel like Freo players are now taking like this no kicking behind, like kicking backwards way too literally. Like that, I don't see them kicking it back once. Like, it's ridiculous. PowerPoint said, Dylan Moore, coming through my door, give me some more. PowerPoint, mate, you're a funny guy. Sam also traded McKercher and Merritt this week in Bolter, got rid of Fraser, Sexton, and Joe Richards. That would have been a good play for me. I probably could have got McKercher as an extra premium in that one. Oh, well, that's all right. It's a bit harder in Bolter, actually, to have an extra premium because it gets locked out on Saturday. Also trading McKercher and Merritt. Oh, yeah, I said it before. Andrew, I'm planning on trading Alex Sexton to Sinclair next week. Yeah, I like that. I think Sinclair past the tag will be good. And actually, he could be a guy I bring in next week for Will Power. I've got a few options next week. I just don't think I'll be able to go McKercher and Dylan Moore. Then again, there you go, back to Ryan. Finally, they kicked it backwards. And Ryan has got it. About bloody time they kicked it backwards. And he could have gone to Jordan Clark, and he didn't. That's exactly what we want to see. Sorry for those Jordan Clark owners out there. Now, they're either going to switch it or Luke Ryan. Luke Ryan was back here. So, Freo actually going into a bit more of a chip. Jordan Clark will get it here, though. That's not 50. I'm sorry, that's not 50. That's not 50. Jordan Clark took the mark, and the goal was Sonti was trying to spoil it as he marked it. It's not 50. And also got Lawson Humphreys, traded more in a few weeks ago in Bolter. I think I got Humphreys as well as my downgrade from memory in Bolter. I know I brought in Dunkley and I brought in Dylan Moore. I brought those two in. I've still got Sexton, which sucks, but everyone else has done pretty well. I didn't have Rosie, just because I feel like Rosie's not as popular in Bolter, just because people are already the team's already upgraded. I heard off bringing in Rosie as I wasn't sure his injury might reoccur, says Karen. Yeah, no, it's fair enough, but I think he's a good option now. Prawn Star's on fire tonight. You love to see SS Moon Boy. Yeah, he's having a good night. And Will Graham to Perryman. Graham can go. I don't know about Perryman as an option. There's McCall if there were the +6. I VC'd Sarong, says Bol. We're hoping that he can get busy in the second half. It's been a bit of a quiet first half for Freo in general. Darcy, go back. Darcy, go back. Go back. Luke Ryan's there. I'm sure Luke Ryan's there. No, they're going to go long down the line. Who have you got in this game, says Andrew. So and there's McAuliffe again, another +6. I have got Young, Ryan, and Sarong. I believe they're the 3. I really wanted Brayshaw, and he was my in before the Fisher news, because it was going to be Toby Green out up to... was it? Oh, that's a bad kick. Toby Green up to... what's his name? Dunkley. Yeah, sorry. No. It was Toby Green up to Brayshaw. Toby Green up to Brayshaw and then a rookie downgrade, the Humphreys downgrade, which I did anyway. The only difference was I went Fisher to Dunkley instead, which probably seems like a better upgrade, to be fair. But there's Hopper. He had McAuliffe there for a short +6, but ignored him. He's still got McAuliffe there for a short kick, and he goes long. We've got the VC on Sarong too, says Detached Edits. Is Matt Kenny forward option, says DJ? Potentially. I know Is Chera back tonight? Or is he back soon? Brayshaw will be pinged on the ball there. Advantage is called. Not a great advantage. Luke Ryan kick. So that's good. That works out well for me, actually. Brayshaw -3 and then a Ryan kick. And that won't be attack for Brayshaw either. So, plus, I don't need Brayshaw or Clark going big because Luke in the Content Creators Cup matchup has got Jordan Clark and Brayshaw. And he already had Cherry who went big. He had McKercher who went big. Butters who went big. He had someone else who got it. Simpkin got a ton as well. So I've been a bit stitched up with the matchup this week. And I had Willpower 60. He did have Took, so it counts out the power. But I do have, I've got like Goulden, Dunkley. I think he doesn't have Sarong. There was another Dawson. So I've got some big primo mids to come. It's just, can they match the scores that he got from his players? Which I'm a bit nervous about now. I thought it was almost Young, goal. Youngie goal. Beautiful. Love to see it. Sexton, but yeah, DJ, Matt Kenny's, I don't mind Matt Kenny as an option. I don't know if Chera's back though. Chera was back last week. But yeah, but Kenny's still going right. So yeah, Matt Kenny's an option. Sexton and Day to Moore and McKercher, says Matt Young. Yep. Yeah, I like it. Yep. Sam, then for my AF trades, I went Fraser and Fisher to Humphreys and Rosie. Yeah, like it. Who should I captain? Your opinion, says Bol. So I did do the video, actually, Bol, on Thursday, my full captain's video. So if you want to check that out, I went through all the options. My top 5, though, so I will give you the top 5. But if you want to go watch more in-depth stuff, then the video's there. Make sure you leave a like and everything if you do. My top 5 was Goulden 1, Merritt 2, Gorn 3, Sarong 4, Flanders 5. So Flanders obviously stunk it up at number 5, which is annoying. I was hoping to have a good week with captains after Merritt last night, but yeah, not great. But yeah, that'd be my top 5. So I'd go Goulden if you have got him. PowerPoints of Houston, who's copping heavy tags? Do I go straight to Whitfield? His run is good. Yeah, Whitfield's run's good. I still think Whitfield's a good option. He might be stinking up tonight, but can't a tough matchup even with or without a tag. So I'll go to Luke. Oh, no, bloody Cumberland cut it off. Very annoying. I think Brace will get a tackle there. Sarong kick. So, all right, keep going, Sarongi. Oh, bang. Taranto and Tracy. Good tackle by Taranto, actually. Hopper. Oh, did he get taken high? Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown's been pretty good. Isn't he the guy that never missed a target or whatever? There's Cumberland to Ralph Smith. Ralph Smith, that's going to be a behind. A should probably take the kicking because he's close. Whipwood's been good all year. He's a must in defence, says Phil. Yeah, agreed. He is. I think he is. Yeah, Aish with the kick in. Oh, they'll go to Jordan Clark. Yeah, Jordan Clark's going to get a good score tonight. I know he's not doing amazing at the moment, but that is an awful kick. But yeah, no, Whitfield, besides that 2-week run where he got the 48 and the 77, he's been over 90 in every other game. So even if he has a bad game tonight, he's still fine. Andrew, I'm targeting Clark and Ryan and Timmy T plus Harvey Thomas and Cadman. Josh Holland, keep Dale. I would trade, to be honest, Josh. If you've got all your rookies off field and you're just sort of flicking premiums and lower premiums down, I'd be trading Dale. And the reason I'd trade him is because Dogs have got a tough run for defenders on the run home. But then also the fact that... so Clark will get a tackle there as well. But then the fact that Johannesson is probably going to be back within the next week or two. So that I would trade. Because when Johannesson's back, Dale won't get all of the ball there. Ryan could be on for a +6 here, potentially. Oh, no, they're going to stop the switch. No. Sarong handball to Jordan Clark. Very annoying that Clark's getting involved a bit more now. Let's refresh the scores. Brochure 42. Yeah, Clark's up to 39 now, so getting busy. I just want Ryan to start getting a bit more busier than what he has been. Oh, hang on. +6 for Ryan, though, as a goalkeeper. Cool. I don't think the umpire is going to review it either. I think that he's pretty confident that Ryan marked it. Yeah, cool. Ryan on the line. Good. +6. Love to see it. I'm hoping Ryan can just get to a solid enough score still, even in the wet. Sunsea, that should be a rush behind. So Luke Ryan, another kick in coming, I think. I went Biggie to Elijah Hollands and Fraser to Humphrey, says Corey. What's Hollands on, Corey? Oh, he's doing the T sign there, Luke Ryan. Having English is finally paying off, says Matt Young. Yeah, he looked good today. Another big score, which is good for English. So definitely something to keep an eye on. The rucks are very interesting on the run home. Like English has got a good next few matchups as well. That'll be high. Got to be high. Yeah. Got a good couple of matchups to come. Yeah, English is definitely a potential target in the rucks if you're looking at making a trade there. Brayshaw through that, so he won't get pinged for it. Sarong handball to Luke Ryan. Luke Ryan, just get the kick. Good, got the kick. Went out in the full. But that's okay. It doesn't matter with fantasy if it goes out in the full. We like it. Thoughts on Dylan Shewan next week, says Bobo. Oh, no, I wouldn't trust him as an option, I don't think. Jack, hey, Ballers, have you had a good day fantasy-wise? Was all good for me until Holmes and Green and Walsh and Sarong. I was reading the message and I thought you were just going to say one, but then you kept listing off your players. It's been okay. It was just the fact that going Will Power over Tom Stewart last week, unfortunately, was the one that hurt the most. Go to Luke Ryan. You got Luke Ryan, short Jackson. No. That's the one that hurt the most. Yeah, if I had gone Stewart last week, I'd be on for a very good round. But that one sort of thing, trying to chase top 100, you can't really have anything go wrong. You got to have it all going right, unfortunately. Power Prawn Star, I've got a few, Bob, on Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. I want a bit and I put a bit in. I'll sking $10 your way if we get on Bales, all stay with a $5 bet. Oh, there you go. Up to $380 now, been a good weekend. Mate, sounds like it. I think there was this account on Instagram, SC Whisperer. He does that NRL fantasy stuff, and I've just been doing a couple of $2 ones that he's been putting out. So I think I've sort of broken even at the moment, so nothing too crazy. But yeah. Ryan wants a review, was given out LBW. Andrew's Timmy's getting DPP. I don't think so, Andrew. I wish he did, but I don't think he will. Angus Heasy, isn't it -3 for out in the full? No, it's not. No, you get the +3 for the kick. I don't know why. It probably should be a -3 and not the kick. Or they just get 0 points. But it is what it is. Doesn't it go out in the full, give a free against as well? Cancels out Angus. No. They get a +3 when it goes out in the full. It's that we've talked about that for years. How it's quite funny that if a player kicks out in the full, they get 3 points for it. But if a player gives a high free kick away, then it's a -3. It's funny how it works, but yeah, you get a 3 points. It's like a normal kick. It's like nothing ever happened. So switch it. Go back sharp. Oh, you idiot. Jackson in the ruck might get a decent score for me. I also have Sarong, Fife, and Clark. Young's just taking a mark. Youngie's lining up for another goal. See, I personally wasn't really concerned about Young. I know I had a bad game last week, but I was always pretty comfortable holding Young. I never considered trading him out. I never bet more than $15 per weekend. Yeah, no, cool. I like that. I like keeping the limit on it. When's DPP? At the end of this week. At the end of after tomorrow's games, they'll be out. But there's going to be nothing really relevant, I don't think. Maybe a few rookies. Maybe a few players might add, like Jack Sinclair will probably add I think I saw something like he might add like midfield status. That'd be about it. I think Kafriko mentioned that on the Warney's Coach's Corner episode. Yeah. Oh, damn, I forgot to listen to that last night. I'll have to listen to it tonight then. Sarong concerned, says Jack. No, not for me. I think Sarong's still... I know people are a bit concerned, but he'll get going at some point. He's too good a player to be down for too long. If it goes for another few weeks and people are at that point where it's luxury upgrades, then I think that we can then start trading guys like Sarong that have been performing bad. They have got Hawthorn and Melbourne next too, so I do think Sarong will go well in those two. But after that, yeah, potentially. There's Young again. Another mark for Young. Young going along very nicely. And goes to Tracy. You back in Sarong with Frere's run. Yes, says Sam. Yeah, I agree. Matt Young, I need Young to get less than 15 to get less than Manor. Giants in front, says Sam. There you go. Sinclair already has defender mid. Oh, does he? Okay, well, it might not be Sinclair. It'd be someone else. GOS versus Carlton, good game, says Phil. Yeah, I wish we probably did that now because we did this game, obviously being the more fantasy relevant game, but the other ones are going well. Corey Badge, I had a great day today with Sheasel, Rosie, Butters, English, Cherry before this game today. Beautiful, mate. You're going along very nicely this week. I know you've had a bit of bad luck this year, Corey, as well, so it's good for that. Jack M. Sexton must trade. Not must, but I think he's a trade. Giants by 10, says Corey. Okay. Didn't want to rate his last week's, but went the fixture. Yeah, I think that Sexton is a trade next week. There you go. It's only 2 minutes in the quarter so far, and Giants have already kicked 2 goals. And they're in front by 10 points. So I don't know what Carlton are doing at the moment. They've already got... Walsh has had 2 points in the quarter. Green's had 4. There you go. If Toby Green can just get to a 75-80, I'd be pretty happy with that. I was hoping with the Giants comeback, he was actually going to be like a lot higher. I thought he would have got even more involved than what he did. But Carlton are a tough matchup. Sarong kick. Still 3 minutes to go in this game as well. Score Giants 12-2, 74 Blues 10-4, 6-1 the third quarter. Thank you for that, Phil. Angus Heasy, who's everyone's biggest pod? Well, mine was Will Power and Brayshaw's lining up for goal. Oh, for God's sake, man. He was literally standing alone in the 50. And if he kicks this goal, he'd be on 58. Unless they've added the +3 for the... 15 disposals. I just had a feeling he's going to have a good game today. I couldn't bring him in because I went Dunkley. I was always going to go Dunkley over Brayshaw because I could afford it. Thankfully, he missed it. For me, anyway. Is that 4 for Tracy? Yeah, he's got 4. This game isn't relevant for me. I only have Young, have Walsh and Green. The other game says Power Prawn Star. Probably works out for you, Power so you're probably watching that game, then you can hear a commentary on the on this game and sort of keep up to date with it. And out of bounds. Josh Holland, Moore or Stewart? Dylan Moore for me. I know Stewart might score well in the next few weeks, but I feel like Dylan Moore's he's a top 5 forward. He's locked into the best 22, whereas Stewart's not locked in. He's probably in the mix now in this role, but yeah, I'd probably be going Dylan Moore there. Because you can always jump on Stewart the week after because Stewart's going to be cheaper. Young tackle. Held Stewart all year, traded 2 weeks ago before he went to the mids. Funny. Yeah, Jack, I know. And people, I was so annoyed that I went Will Power last week over Tom Stewart. Like, again, I wasn't bringing Tom Stewart in for the midfield role. That was only going to... I didn't even think that was going to happen, obviously. I was bringing him in just because he was cheap as a 2-week play to get me through. And there's a tackle for Brayshaw. Brayshaw's going to put up a good score. I'm cooked, unfortunately. 2 right bars says Power Prawn start. There you go. Howard DPP maybe says Steve-O. Yep, that'd be maybe helpful for a draft. Brayshaw's just got a kick. So Brayshaw's going to be on like 60 points already. I didn't even notice him in the first quarter, and all of a sudden he's racking up. Mine's Elijah Holland, says Corey. Biggest pod. Yep. Powerpron's like, come on, Walsh. No way this bloke is better than Rosie. That's going to be a talking point for, I think, a long time. There's Sarong, handball. Go back. Chip it back. Not to Brayshaw. He's like racked up like 20 points in the space of not even 5 minutes. Is Luke Ryan here for +6? Okay. Luke Ryan +6. That's good at least. Bloody Brayshaw. There's McAuliffe. Got out of a tackle. Got the handball. Oh, Bolton probably will get a goal here. He'll probably set up for him. Yep, Bolton will kick the goal. It's annoying because that means the CBA, more points to Brayshaw potentially. Tom Green goal, says Liam. Beautiful. Love to see it. Liam Rosebeck have Angus, Cherry, Butters, Rosie and Caldwell. Nice. Angus Easy, Cole Langford confirmed on Sunday Footy show that Stuart midfield surprised them because Guelphy is ready to tag. Oh, there you go. And that's why I didn't go. And see, that's the annoying thing. That's why I didn't go Stewart. It's the bloody tags. I shouldn't have bloody worried about it. I just should have gone Stewart anyway. But then if I bring a player that's got a tag in, they'll get a 40. And it's like, well, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's pretty much the way it goes. Your thought process was correct, says Angus. I know it just doesn't make it feel any better. Phil, hey Bales, do you use Fan Footy for awesome stats? Found out about it and it shows both DT and Supercoach for you and your fans. Thanks, Phil. I do. Because the layout is like the way it is at the moment with the AFL website, I've kept like this. But in the off season, I'll probably look at DT Live because a few people have looked at adding or Fan Footy because a few people have mentioned that they would almost prefer that. But we'll see how we go. There's Young with a kick. So Young's racking up. It's no surprise that the freer players, especially the mids, are going well. Could have gone to Brayshaw then. I'm glad that he didn't in the end. There's Sharpie. Brayshaw's going to kick a goal, isn't he? Unbelievable. 2 seconds to go as well. He's going to be on like 70-something. 75. Oh, my God. Just when I think that the week is looking okay and it gets shoved back in my face and ruined again. I cannot win. I cannot win the last month. I cannot nail what I'm trying to do with my team. Just when I think that my team's looking good. Brayshaw, 19 disposals. Unbelievable. I just cannot nail anything. Like, I knew Brayshaw was a good option. I saw the Richmond matchup. I saw that was there. And then Fisher had to be out, which meant that I got Dunkley, which I'm still happy I got Dunkley in. Dunkley could still go well tomorrow. It's just that I could have gone Brayshaw and McKirch this week and got rid of Power, and I didn't. That's the annoying thing. Anyway, half-time. Brayshaw's on 75, dominating. Nankirst's on 77. Young 63. Short's on 60. Taranto 52. Luke Ryan's 49, which is good in the wet. He hasn't even come off as well. 100% time on ground, which is nice. Clark is on 41. Sarong's on 38 with 16 touches. No marks, no tackles. And that's been the knock on Sarong, unfortunately. He just doesn't get involved with marks or many tackles. Jackson 37. Blight 37. Baker 34. Sharp's on 21. McAuliffe 19. Fife's on 13. Yeah, so... But bloody Brayshaw... that fucking annoys me. Fantasy doing my head in now. Does my head in. Bloody fantasy. Why do I continue to do it? I don't know why I do it. I really don't. See, I'm seeing all these Giants goals, but I would have thought that Toby Green would have got a few goals. Well, I've got Hogan in drafts, that's good. Tom Green's on 25 for the quarter. Toby Green's only had the one kick, so he's on 43. Walsh is only on... He's only had 4 points. He's on, still in the 30s. Underscores, g'day, Bales. Sending much love after you told me to not go Whitfield. Thank you. Went Dunkley instead, and VC on Caldwell thought, honestly, go higher. At 130 we take. Yeah, that's the same with Merritt. We thought they'd probably go bigger at one point, but they slowed. But no, it's good. And McKercher, I've told him for 7 weeks, paid off, break in with 20 scores, 120, huge. Good to hear it's going well, underscores, mate. Jack, can't believe went Sarong. Main banana, so likely to be tagged, not marking in Fresney game style, followed the crowd. And when you say it like that, Fresney game style, when he is the number one tag target, he doesn't know he mark it. It is sort of not great for Sarong, unfortunately. Powerpoint saying my full don is done. Zorko, Flanders, Heaney, Caldwell, Moore, Simpkin. Yeah, don't mind it. And then we'll catch up on a bit here. Use DFS, it shows who's on track for a ton, says Angus. I use DFS straight for my scoring. Callum Fife, is Brayshaw an option now? He still is. He's got some good matchups to come. I wish that I was going to get him, but when you get the chance to get Dunkley, I was always going to go Dunkley over Brayshaw. But it was annoying that Fisher being out meant I couldn't go unique because Brayshaw was the best I'd get to, but I was still pretty keen on getting Brayshaw in. But Corey Bates, I need to learn better how to stay good for fantasy. Was 1.6k round 6, then got bad luck ever since. See, I was going well. I was ranked just outside top 300 at round 13, and since then I've gone up a couple of weeks. Little bits, but I've just slowly slipped away. I don't know. It all sort of went a little bit pear-shaped with the sweet trade, but I still navigated that all right. Goldie did well for 1 week, had a poor second week, but I got Dacos. Then I went to Marshall. It was probably that trade. I probably should have gone back to Cherry. Meant I would have had an extra player during round 15. I would have had probably similar scores. Would have had a little bit extra money. And then might have been able to get an extra better player. That's probably where it went wrong. I probably shouldn't have just done that sweet trade. So it's still biting me all the way down here. But Brayshaw is in my multi-bales rejoice. I don't want to rejoice, though, because I don't want Brayshaw going big. Because, again, Luke's got him in that matchup. And also because I was going to get him and I didn't. I need to learn. I said that from before. Do you really think many own Brayshaw, though, Bales? No, it's not the fact. Yeah, Jack, it's not the fact that people own Brayshaw. It's the fact I could have had him, and I did have him until Fisher was out, and then I went to Dunkley, and because he's in my matchup as unique for Luke. Paying the price for training Butters to Merritt 3 weeks ago, says underscores. Corey Badge, when that week with the injuries got 5 in 1 week. Oh, yeah, I remember that when you were messaging us about that. Needing to get to 30, mate. Don't Moz in Power Prawn Star. Okay, Brayshaw. Moz. Sorry, Power Prawn Star. You've got a lot of money this weekend, so maybe one loss isn't too bad. I just don't want Brayshaw going big. Or if he gets 30 touches, have him have 11 handballs, and then that's it. 11 handballs, he'll get 22 points, and then that's it. So, Andrew, either Ryan or Timmy T will overcome Andrew Brayshaw. I hope probably both do. Hopefully Ryan does. Milo Gregory Bowles, what do we do with Sexton? I think he's a trade if you can trade him. Phil, Dunks is good. You'll be fine, Bowles. I know Dunks is good. Again, it was just that I could have had Brayshaw, and it would have been better. Corey, Giants by 24. Okay, wow, that game's completely shifted. Jack, switch the Giants game for halftime, or you take your break. I'll probably take a break, and I'll just read through chats. Thank you, Sam, for the super chat very much to make Bowles feel slightly better. Thanks, mate. It does a little bit. Super chat's always very much appreciated. I'm still annoyed with fantasy, but it does make me feel a bit better. So thanks, mate. DJ, Giants kicked 12 last 14 goals. Yep, there you go. Power Prawn Star, we also need Amos and Banford to get 2 each. If that happens, I'll swing $50 to the channel. Okay, well, that's a bit different. If you send 50 to the channel, then no, Bars. I've cut your channel in on the multi. It's in your interest. Yeah, but if he gets 11 handballs, I'll put the Moz on fantasy-wise, not on disposals. If he gets 11 handballs, I'm happy. But not. I don't want him racking up all these kicks and goals and stuff. I have Zorko as well at home as my captain. I have a good feeling he's in for 150 plus, so 300 points sounds good, says Phil. I hope he goes okay and the Crows win, but I don't think the Crows will win, unfortunately, so you probably will get it down. You probably will get it there. Karen Shannon, Carlton 5 goals down now. Yep, very interesting there. Why did you go Dunks over Sarong? Curious. I already had Sarong, Jack, so that's why I went Dunkley. I think I was saying I'd go Sarong, though, with the better matchup, and he's cheaper. But thinking about it now, Dunkley was always the better play, being the ceiling guy. But hope GOS don't choke from here, says Angus. Corey Badgen, Supercoach, I went Kerno for Fisher and only has 6 points this year. Is cooked for my fantasy in Supercoach. I had bad luck where I went Fisher earlier in the year when subbed to Sweet and then Marshall to Green 7. And yeah, it's stuff like that you can't help, unfortunately. You make the good moves and it comes back to bite you. Andrew, is Sam Walsh an option to go to Andrew Brayshaw? I wouldn't be trading Sam Walsh, Andrew. Sam Walsh has got to be held. Angus says, assume Butters had 80% time. Granny was on track for 167. What could have been, says Angus. Yeah, I know. As a non-owner, I'm relieved that he didn't have 80% time on ground. Jack, once Fish was out, Colby should have been a lock to trade in. When will I learn? Roll. Yeah, and I wish I'd gone McKercher as well. I wish, again, power down to McKercher, Fisher to Brayshaw, I'd be in a great position because I wouldn't have to worry about the power next week. Sexton could go, and I'd be able to get more, and I'd be in a good position, probably cashed up for the following week, but it is what it is. Milo Gregory, who do you have as captain? I took the Merit VC last night at the 120, so no captain. Well, my captain's done. Power Bronzer, so we need Brayshaw for 30, Young 25, Freo for 40 plus, Amos and Banfield to kick 2 each, Bolton a 1 goal. If it comes in, I'll donate 50 to your channel. Well, thanks, mate. Hopefully it does, and hopefully Brayshaw goes sub 110 and still gets it done for you. But Young is on track. He should get there. Brayshaw is on track still as well. What is a Freo up by 40? Freo would be getting, like, they're going well. Green junking apparently, says IT, which is good. Freo up by 24, so yeah, that could definitely still happen. And then Amos and Banfield for 2 each. Amos and Banfield both kicked it behind. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd like it to, but I don't think it's going to happen. Green up to 80 now. See, I said that if people were worried about him, I said Green can do this. Is Hewitt out long term? If so, Kenny an option? I think he just got dropped, actually, Jack. Who's your top 6 forwards, says Milo? My top 6 forwards are in order. Zorko, Caldwell, Flanders, Heaney, Moore, and Fisher. They're my 6 forwards. 30 handballs is still 30 bales. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. So if he gets 30, then that's fine, but just not as many points. How's that coming kicking a goal? Interesting. Yeah, Tom Green, fun enough, is now in the top 3 scorers. Tom Green, 39 points in the quarter, 9 touches, kicked a goal, 1 mark, 2 tackles. Toby Green has only got the 1 handball since I last looked as well. 8.5 minutes to go. Hasn't done much. Very low scoring fantasy game in that one. It's going to be annoying because if Toby Green goes and puts up a bad score, then that's going to just... I'm still going to have a bad score compared to most other people. My Gregor, how long is Fisher out for? Wasn't long term. It could be one more week. Hopefully it's not, though. Hopefully he's back next week. Because if he's back next week, I'll bring him back in. To be honest, I'll bring him straight back in because he'll be the best forward I can get to because I won't be able to get to Dylan Moore. And then I'll go, hopefully, Toby Green the week after up to Dylan Moore because he's got Richmond next week, Toby Green, so he should go okay. All right, Heaney back in my side, says Andrew. Good to see Heaney's back in. Jack, all I want is 1 week where every player just does what they're supposed to do. Know what I mean? Jack, I know exactly what you mean as well. I really do. I remember there being weeks, like ages ago, where people would have, like, their whole team would be getting hundreds. And it's just like, why can't that be me? Like, why can't I have that week? Like, as I said, I feel like I'm still going to have a top 500 week at some point. I just haven't had it yet. So I've been consistent this year. I just haven't had that week top 500 that's really pushed me towards the top 100. And I don't see it being this week. Not having Sheasel, not having Butters, not having Cherry, not having a Simpkin, not having a few of these guys and having a Willpower instead. But who knows? Green +5, Whip +3, good. Isaac coming shot on goal. Apparently he's kicked the goal as well. Goulden, Gorn, Zorko, or Heaney as captain. I'm Goulden out of those four, personally. I think the Saints matchup is too good to ignore. So I'll be going him. But Gorn, I think all four will be good. Yeah, Tom Green's just come off. Hogan's injured apparently. But Toby Green is back on. Yeah, Tom Green, 44-point quarter. Even Darcy Jones, 28 points in the quarter. Whitfield's up to 21 for the quarter as well. Walsh is on 9. Yeah, Toby Green's on 5 still. Toby Green's been fairly quiet since the first quarter. Like in the first quarter, he had 24 points. I was sort of thinking at that point that could be on for a decent score, but then 16 in the second quarter, and he hasn't touched it much in the third, which I was hoping that with Giants leading by now. So it's funny how Carlton are up by so much and our Giants are up by 35 points. It's crazy how this game has completely shifted. Hopefully, with 7 minutes to go, hopefully Toby Green can actually get a few points. Tom Green's now up to 44 points for the quarter now, which I think he was already. So, come on, Toby. Just get like he was on 40. Like, just get to an 80. 2 20-point quarters. That's not too much to ask. Here we go. Oh, geez, there's actually a fair bit of chat that I've missed. Gareth Evans, is Sarong getting attention? I'm seriously considering trading him now. He's not getting attention, I don't, from what I've seen. What happened there? Someone was... Oh, Mitch Lewis was... Ooh. That's a bad concussion. I was wondering what happened there. I didn't actually see it. Sideline with knee concern. Yeah, sideline with a knee concern, but he's also got a bloody head knock. That was quite... did anyone see as well the Dimmer Hardwick thing? That was quite fun, actually. I thought that was funny. Good to see a bit of emotion from the coach after. Jack, what hurts is guys sputting in easy matchups. I can kind of take sputting in hard matchups, but home 75 versus Hawks at home and Sarong sucking, just annoying. Yeah, agreed. Well, okay, Zerk Thatcher did like a bit of an elbow and then Norton got subbed out with concussion. Crowbay still 7 minutes to go as well. So, yep. Powerbomb, so we're around the mark with this multi-bars. Need Fred to smash a big third quarter. Angus Easy, assuming that there is a 9% chance any player goes well, there is a 9.8% all 22 of them do. Yeah, I know. It's always hard to see every player go well, but yeah. Wait, Toby Green may be suspended. Oh, no. Really? Could he actually be suspended? Can Graham go tag Brayshaw? I hope so. Graham tagging Sarong, first tag job of the year. Oh, is he really? Okay. Who would Windhager go to? I think Warner. Toby Green basically suspended. Oh, please no. Please no. I really hope not. Toby Green kicked it behind. Kicked it behind. Trade in McKercher and Rosie this week. How good, says John. Yep, no, mate. Very well done there. DJ, if you ever feel let down by your fantasy team, imagine being dimmer. Yeah, another good point. Green punch Kemp. That was a stoppage before. For your sake, bars, I hope not gut punch after Kemp kicked it. What is it actually? Is he going to get suspended, or is this just like a few people saying, "Oh, but he might get a fine"? Maybe I'll get KO up on my phone and I'll have a quick look. That would top everything off. That would top everything off, because if I'd gotten Stewart last week, I would then have been able to get rid of Toby Green this weekend regardless. And because Toby Green's cheaper, I'm not going to be able to do... If Toby Green's out, I'm not going to be able to do much. Because he's so cheap. Geez, that means Sexton may have to stay. If Green got suspended, Sexton may have to stay. I may then have to go Green to Simpkin and then go Power to Stewart. Far out. That would be an absolute disaster if I've got to do stuff like that. I'm just gonna. So Tom Green literally just got a handball, and Toby Green just got a kick as I switched it over. So that's something. Does anyone know the time of when it happened? I think he would have done it just before he kicked the behind, because that's what people were saying. Was it there? All right. So Kemp's got the ball, and he kicks it. That's trouble. That's trouble. That is trouble. Oh. Yep. Oh, that's trouble. He's going to get suspended for that. Trading McKercher and Rosie this week. Oh, yeah, I said it before. It was just a love tap, says Karen. Nah, he's going to get suspended. It's because it's Toby Green as well. They're going to suspend him because he's done it before. Would you go Kirch or Stewart? I'd go Stewart. Kirch is still rook at the end of the day. Kemp kicks it, Green round the arm to the guts, but it's clearly to the body, and Kemp is fine. So medium impact should be a fine. I'd say Toby Tax puts it at 1 week. Umpire stop play because of it. Lol, we have Toby Green and Sexton. I have Powell and Wilmot. Says to our Prawn Star. 6:45 left in quarter is when it happened. Sam Walsh is on 42 bars. You should be stoked. But I am. But then at the same time, it's like Darcy's been subbed out as well. I don't know if that's injury related or not, but oh yeah. Oh, was it? Oh, his head hit the ground actually quite hard. I don't know if it's concussion or not. Sean does concussed. Who do you go for, says Zayden YT. I'm a Crows fan. But obviously we're fantasy fans tonight, and this quarter just gets this. Why? This is when I don't like doing watch-alongs. Is when players I don't have continue to rack up. Like Brayshaw got a free kick to start the quarter, so already 4 points. Sarong tackle, and he'll probably get pinged for holding. No, counts the tackle for Sarong. But Brayshaw already 4 points, and we're only 20 seconds into the quarter. Jack, Matrix, intentional body, medium equals 1 match. Intentional body, low is fine. So is it low or medium impact? That's the question. They'll give it medium impact because it's Toby Green. What happened to Carlton Lowell? They were winning 52-13. Now it's 66-102. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Slow down, Hayden Young, says Matt. If Toby Green's suspended, this ruins everything. It literally does ruin everything. Because I don't want to be trading in Simpkin. And I want to get rid of Sexton. I want to get rid of Powell. My team was in such a good spot, and now it's just been fucking destroyed over the last couple of weeks. And I know people in worse positions than what I am. I've still had a good year. It's just frustrating when I'm trying to... I had a thought. I was like, okay, this might be the year I finally get a hat. I finally get top 100. I've had a good year. I've had a bit of luck go my way. But then literally it's like the fantasy gods are gone. Yeah, don't get too comfortable. And then I've just been hit with all the bad luck since. And I just have not been able to get past it. Jack, it's low if the player remains on the ground. Usually, did Kemp come off? I don't believe he did. But it's Toby Green. He's going to get suspended. And again, this is always the risk of having Toby Green your side. Yes, but I'll stop whinging. Sam Walsh on for you too. But it doesn't matter because Sam Walsh is so highly owned. It doesn't matter. It just I don't gain any ground by Walsh going bad. I just stay where I am because I'd willpower. Most people had Sheasel. So I have Toby Green Supercoach, says Corey. You're one of a few that have him because I don't know many people that got Toby Green. I know it's Supercoach, but can Brayshaw stop tackling? Far out, man. This is just turned to shit. He's going to be near 90 already. Oh, no. They've only added 1 tackle, apparently, which was that tackle there. But oh, no, the 4. So they actually didn't add the tackle just then. So unless they haven't added it yet. Jack's happy with the Sarong tackle. We could have taken Dust Jones' score and put Fisher on the bench. Yeah, that could have been an option. There you go, 3/4 time in the other game. Hogan 109, 5 goals as well. Daniels 94, Tom Green 94. The Cunning's on 90 as well. Kennedy 73, Newman 66, Whitfield 64, Toby Green's on 52. Might be his last game for my team if he gets suspended. But 52 though, 12-point quarter, that really stings. 52. Sam Walsh on 48, so obviously he's not going great. And I know that Sam Walsh isn't going great, but I've got Powell and Tom Green, who are both not going great at all. They're the 2 players I was just praying just put up 80s and just get a solid enough job done. But they just, unfortunately, have just not done it this week, which means I'm not going to be moving up in rank. My Gregory, Lawson Humphries had 12 points in the first half and ended up with 77. Yeah, he went well in the second half. Just so you know, Bales, you're not the only one that's missed Sam Walsh is destroying my season. Jack Kenny, a real shout if you and Cher remain out. Actually, to be honest, do I go bloody him? Do I go... Oh, at 50k in the bank, maybe I go Toby Green to Matt Kennedy. That might be what I've got to do. Maybe I've got to go bring in Matt Kennedy for Toby Green and have to hold Sexton and get rid of Powell. 52 points third quarter for Tom Green. Yeah, he's nuts. He's a good player. You need more bowls. Yeah, I know I need Dylan Moore, but I'm not going to be able to afford him. I'd have to keep a Will Powell if I want to do that, which I don't really want to do. I don't want to keep Will Powell. He needs to go. He was very, very lucky to get a 60 today, and he's got Port next week. So I don't want to hold him. And I know for a fact I trade Will Powell, he'll go and get 100. It's just what's going to happen. But I might have to. Colby a must get, says Jack. I don't think he's a must get. I think for teams that are needing that last player that have got a spud on, you can get him. But we have to remember, no Fisher, and he is a rookie still at the end of the day, and he has had a foot issue. So there is every chance that he is subbed out in a game or is rested at some point or whatever. So we've got to remember that. But in saying that, though, he's still a good option to bring in. Really shocked how Moore puts up these scores in a crap role. He just gets so hard up the ground, just gets +6s, and just gets involved. 5, what the hell was that? Bolter did well then. I thought it was going straight to Ryan, and he kicked to Bolton. So good mark. This bloody 40-point leads being shaved off with a couple of goals for Richmond here, pound prawn. So unfortunately, I'm nervous for tomorrow. I brought in Sam Berry to place last on-field rookie, says DJ. Oh, Jordox, I don't know if he did the same thing, but he's looking at it. James Richo, with Sean Darcy out next week, could you look at Jackson for a week? How much is Jackson, James? I don't even know if he is out. But then I don't want these 1 week plays because then you get stuck with them. Like I thought Powell was going to be a 2 week play. If Toby Green's suspended, and then if I've got to trade Sexton, and then if I get an injury or something tomorrow, then it's just like I can't do anything with the team. It's just as you said, we can always hold Sexton, loop Manor, and see what he does, and bring in more the week after. Well, if Toby Green's suspended, I can't even do that because I have to trade Toby Green. Because Powell's got to go as well. I've got to get rid of 2 of the 3, so someone's going to have to stay, and it's probably Sexton. But then if Sexton gets dropped or something, I don't know if he does, but if he did, then, yeah, I don't know. How the hell did Manor get 115, says Jack? Yeah, a lot of tackles. Crew Badge, my other trades this week were way better. I was getting Moore and Stewart in for Martin and Freya, but went Hollands, who could be a trade at next week. My luck is unlucky every week. Is that a throw against Jordan Clark? Most other players it normally is. Come on, Freo. This is silly. Brayshaw tackle, of course it is. He's just going to continue racking up. Brayshaw handball. Yep, of course. Just having a look in the group chat and seeing if people are saying about Toby Green. Doesn't seem like people have been saying too much about Toby Green, to be fair, but Just ask the group chat and see what they think. Let's refresh the scores. Yeah, Brayshaw on not 89. Cool. Wait, Luke Ron's still on 49. He didn't touch the ball yet in this quarter. Bloody hell. Oh, it is so. It's apologies, guys, if I'm not trying. It's so hard to keep the like energy up when it just gets sapped from you from fantasy. It really is. Where was I up to on the chat? Was Sexton playing for, says Jim? No, he wasn't. He was still playing defence, but he just didn't score very well. Mana plays Friday night, so you could see what he scores, and if he scores well, you can keep Green to loop his score on. Yeah, but the problem with that is it means I've got to keep Sexton. It means Sexton's got to stay no matter what. And you do a rookie down, but then if you do a rookie downgrade for Mana and he scores bad, you've then got to keep Will Powell. So it won't work. It won't work. If Toby Green's suspended, it won't work. If he's suspended, my potential season's cooked and it's all done, and just better just do some fun trades down the year and just do what I can, because it doesn't look, if he's suspended, it's done. If Toby Green is suspended, my hat chase, if it wasn't already over, it would be over, because I'm potentially going to be 400 points off the pace with 7 weeks to go, and yeah, I'd need like a top 10 week to get back in. Otherwise, yeah. 2,500 rank for 6 weeks now. Game is just boring. Karen Pfeiffer's on 13 Supercoach last week, got 90 plus. Well, okay, that's not great. I don't think many people have Brayshaw. I know that not many people got Brayshaw. It's just because I could have had him in if bloody Fisher wasn't out. Sarong isn't saving this. Free game size, just run and gun. No shank around anymore. And Jackson's on 80. Good man, says Karen. You must be the only person in Dream Team that has Toby Green. I went to him when when did I go to Toby Green? It was when I brought in someone and they were out and I couldn't pivot I got Jai Simpkin in. I brought Simpkin in that week, and then he was out as a late out, and I pivoted to Toby Green because I couldn't afford anyone else. It was Toby Green, Jackson, Mead, and I'm glad that I went Green over Mead, but yeah. That's the only reason I went Toby Green. Sanchez got him as well. Have Luke Ryan captain. My dumbass decided not to take merit score. Oh, and that's what I mean, though. The 120, it's always better to be safe and take 120 than take it on and it bite you. Corey, just think about a hat for AFLW Fantasy. Oh, I wish, but it's going to be even more challenging this year. So who knows? Bales, as a media professional, you need to carry on, mate. Love your work. I know I need to carry on, but it sucks. I feel like punching a wall or something at the moment. I really do. But I'm keeping in check. And I won't literally punch a wall. I'm not going to do that. But like, maybe I need to invest in like a punching bag or something. Just put a punching bag somewhere. If I'm just angry, just punch the bag a few times, and that might alleviate any stress. Did anyone reply to me in the group chat when I asked them? No? Okay, that's cool. Fair enough. No one responds. That's no worries. But he might not be in trouble. He might get a fine because, like, didn't Butters do something? Like, Butters essentially pushed what's his name in the face and he got off. So, but who knows? He won't. Yeah, people saying Simpkin was a late out. Yep. Milo, go to one of your rooms where you can smash bottles and tables. Says Milo. Go see. Ryan is on for us. No, they're not going to chip back. Hey, Bales just got back. Last I saw it was halftime. Any updates? Toby Green might be suspended, and I've been in shit mood since. So that's probably update for you, Angus. Unfortunately, nothing wrong with having a hissy fit, says Karen. Yeah. But then if I say to anyone, especially family and stuff, they'll be, oh, it's just fantasy. It's not real. And they'll just get me angry even more. So this feels like when I traded in Connor Rosie and Tom Green in back-to-back weeks and they both got injured. Which saving your score here, says IT. Good to hear. There's only been 5 minutes in the quarter, so at least if he's getting going. So Tom Green's already got his ton. Whitfield's had 17 points already in 5 minutes. Tom Green's had 8. Toby Green's had 4. Walsh has had 3. So Toby Green's on 56. 14 points to get to a 70 is okay, but Andrew, I need Tim, Taranto, and Ryan and George. I need Taranto, Clark, and Ryan all to get 45 more points each. Hopefully they do. New financial year, Toby tax in force probably. It's Toby Green, and I know that the match review panel shouldn't look at a player and just go, oh yeah, they've had a history. You should just go based on each case. But when it's a guy like Toby Green, they'll probably throw the book at him. They'll probably go, yep, you can have a week off. Because they'll look at it and go, we don't like, and I do agree. You don't want to see bloody young kids looking at Toby Green doing that and getting away with it. You don't want to see people doing that. Like, you shouldn't have done it. I don't know. Why did he do it? Like, brain fade. Like, I don't understand. As I said, if he's out, I'm going to have to keep Sexton and trade Will Powell and Toby Green. And the best I might be able to do is Simpkin. And if Wardlaw's back, Simpkin's probably not going to have this great role that he had last couple of weeks, even though he got 100 today. Brayshaw again. There's Young with a kick. I find staring into the sunset makes me feel better. I try explaining it to the other half and there's no recognition. Gareth Evans, why are you annoyed about Brayshaw's score as well? So Gareth, the reason I know about Brayshaw is because Brayshaw I was keen on. No one was keen on. It would have been a really good pod. I was going to be going Toby Green up to him. Which, oh no. And I only just realised that as well. This whole, if I'd kept Fisher and taken a 30 this week, I would actually be in a better spot. Well, not taking a 30, but I would have played like a Dowling on field instead. It would have been better to play Dowling, trade Green up to Brayshaw still, trade Toby Green so I don't have to deal with the headache. But the reason I'm annoyed with Brayshaw is because before Fisher was injured, Brayshaw was coming into the side for Toby Green. But because Fisher was out, I had to keep Toby Green and go up to Dunkley. And then Brayshaw's dominating and Toby Green's probably going to be suspended. So it's stuff like that. Like I'll be able to, if Toby Green's out, I'm probably still going to be better off instead of just bringing in a Simpkin or someone. I'm probably just going to be better off holding Toby Green, looping between like a Billy Dowling and a Joe Richards next week. because Joe Richards plays Friday night, loop between 2, and then trading Will Powell out. That would be what's probably going to happen. So what's that? Yeah, so I go Sexton to a Zach Fisher if he comes back, and then I would go Will Powell to Tom Stewart. That would probably be what. Yeah. 2 words. Luke Ryan says, Steve, yeah, he's not been great in this quarter, which is frustrating. He was on track for a ton, and then there's a Jordan Clark tackle because Jordan Clark's just going to keep racking up. Well, he actually hasn't racked up that much, I don't think. But yeah, Brayshaw's up to 93 now. And so this is what annoys me is when I would love to do the moves that I suggest, but I never can seem to do them because I always cop something. Like I was keen on Brayshaw this week. Not many people were, but I was like, yep, Brayshaw, good option. Got Richmond this week, instant reward, cheap price. People are going to read into the 80 from last week a little bit too much because he's been poor all week. And I would be able to play it's going well. And I've got Dunkley. I'm still happy with Dunkley, but I wouldn't have had Toby Green. Well, it would have been so good if North played on the Sunday this week and I somehow brought in Manor. Actually, to be fair, I would have probably taken the Humphreys 77. Sam Walsh 51. Enough said. It helps a little bit, but still not amazing. Still, it is, but for me, but yeah. Brent Daniels goal says Andrew. I've got Dowling on field. Hope he plays well. I hope he does as well. Dowling does have St Kilda, so yeah. And Simpkin does have Sydney, which is tough at the SCG. And I could bring him in, he gets a 60. IT could always edit your trade and bring in Sinclair to have the extra money next week. Actually, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. Oh, I wish I knew that now. I would have brought in Brayshaw. That's a good point. Would I bring in Sinclair though? No, not with the tag. No, I couldn't bring Sinclair in this week. Who would I don't even know who I'd edit it to. I wouldn't want to bring Steele in. There's no forwards playing that I'd want to bring in. So Sydney, there's no one I don't have that I'd want to bring in. St Kilda, there's only Steele, but I don't really want to bring in Steele. Then who's the other game? Melbourne and West Coast. I'm not bringing in Clayton Oliver. There's 9 from Melbourne, 9 from West Coast. And then the final game, Brisbane and Adelaide. Realistically, I could bring my boy Lairdy in. He's cheaper, but he's not playing that defender role that I want him to, so I probably don't want him. I've got Dawson. And then Brisbane, it's only Neil. So there's not really anyone, unfortunately, that I can even update it to. Nasiah maybe would be the only one. Because if Sinclair with the tag is getting tagged, then maybe he's the guy that gets loose. But then if I edit my trade and Dunkley goes 150, then I've missed out on a big score that could have at least helped it. So, and any time I've edited my trades, it's come back to bite me. How was the pie last night, says Karen? Yeah, it was good. Chicken pie was good. So thanks, Power Prawn Stuff, for the recommendation. It was a good pie. Nasai's getting the tag, says Power Prawn Stuff. I don't think he is. I still think it's going to Sinclair, but I don't want to take the risk of maybe bringing in Nasai and he does get the tag. Sarong is an issue. My whole team is an issue, actually, says Jack. Can you trade Toby Green and Andrew Brayshaw, says Andrew? No, I can't. I've got all my mids now. I've locked into that. Could go Blakey from Sydney. No, I don't want to be... if I was pivoting, it'd want to be to a Brayshaw or something. But obviously, I didn't know Toby Green was going to be suspended before that. So, there's nothing I can do. It's just... again, I could go Nasai or Sinclair, but again, I don't want to edit it and it comes back to bite me. So, yeah. Well, funny enough, it is 36 points now, but what's his name's lining up for goal? Bolton now. So, so 9 minutes to go in the last quarter. What have we got? Whitfield's on 17 for the quarters. Hasn't really touched it since we were talking about him then. Tom Green's on 8, Walsh 6. Toby Green is on 0. So they took the tackle away. Oh my God. This round shit. Get it in the bin. Get this whole round in the bin. Get fantasy in the bin. Whitfield got 160 versus Crows. Keep Dunkley. Yeah, and that's what I mean. I don't want to trade Dunkley and then... Oh, yeah, we'll go short to Jordan Clark because why not? Matt Young led. Well, like, to be honest, if I was going to go midfield, it'd be Jack Steele. Because I know Jack Steele hasn't been amazing, but he's still getting 90s and stuff. But I could lose a bit. Don't go to bloody Brayshaw. Fuck off. Just stop. Just stop this game. Stop this whole game. Stop the game. Stop the other game. End the round. Was the chicken pie better than the butter chicken pie? I haven't tried the butter chicken. I don't know if that one was better than the other. Probably they're both good. Oh no, it's a tough one. I'm going Sexton to Sinclair, says Andrew. Yeah, I like that. Have Young VC in draft and Dunkley captain. What would be your line? In draft, I've probably still got lower. I normally take, if my captain gets 100 in draft, I normally take it. Probably for that, I'd probably take 110 or more. Obviously, Young being on 90. Of course, Brayshaw's on 100 as well. That's cool. Not even 3/4 time yet. But no, both pies were good. There you go. Amos got a goal, so there you go, PowerPoint. So that's one of the goals for Amos there. GWS belting Carlton this season is weird as hell, says PowerPoint. So yeah, agreed. Mitch got Myers in just so shows that anyone can make decent trades and just get burned. Yeah, exactly. Corey, 63 game in a row for Kerno and a goal. Sam Luke would be jumping up and down with excitement on the flip side. Yeah, all his players that I thought my players are better than are going nuts this week. It doesn't matter. I'm still on the hunt for the Content Creators Cup. Like I'm clear of second by like 3 games. So if I lose this week and Roy was to lose, I've locked up a top 2 spot. But I would have locked a top. I think I'll get a top 2 spot anyway. So it just comes down to how I can go with that. So that'd be cool at least if I can. That would go well. But and Chapman marks. Tom Green, dangerous tackle, could be in trouble just then. Oh my God. No. Actual? I'm having a look at the tackle. Cannot. Player's head didn't hit the ground. Okay, well, I feel like I'm on the knife's edge. I'm like, if there's an injury to someone that I've got in the rest of this game or tomorrow or whatever. trying to look at the table, but I can't find it. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Oh, no, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He won't get suspended for that. He essentially let go. He actually did what you're supposed to do. He was taking him to ground, then he actually let go. So, no, he'll be fine. Tom Green, thank God. But it's almost like that. If something else happens, it just is cooked. Her Bailey Trump stopped the count. Nah, mate. No. Free kick mark game, please. I hope so, Steve-O. I really do. And I hope Brayshaw doesn't get involved in it. How many players does everyone have left after this game? No idea. Haven't even looked. And yeah, I'm not sure. Well, one thing I haven't said for a while, make sure you smash a like on the video, please. That'd be very much appreciated. Smash a like. We've got 40 watching still, so people are still listening to my whinging. So if you haven't liked it, make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. They'd very much appreciated. And as always, make sure you follow my TikTok as well. Trying to get to 1,000 followers there at BalesDT. Make sure you go and follow that so we can stream the watch-alongs and our podcasts on there. That was Hopper. I thought that was... Oh, there's McAuliffe there with a kick. What happened there? McAuliffe for free kick. Oh, that kick won't even count for McAuliffe. Newman, what a yo-yo. Wait, what? Is he not doing well? Has he gone quiet? I don't need any more bullets on my way to upgrade my team to no rooks on field. That's what I mean. Well, Tony Ford, who was in chat before, I know he's got one rookie on field, but he's got good players outside of that. It almost is better to just go down that path at the moment. Instead of having like 2 or 3 players that you would need to upgrade, it's almost better to just have 21 players that are great. And then, like, I don't know why the umpire told Short to clear out. Short's allowed to do that. What is the umpire calling him to clear out for? I don't have Jaden Short. I couldn't care if he kicked the goal or not, but I don't know why he was being called to stand out. He's allowed to do that. He's allowed to get the handball off. I don't understand that. What's your score so far, Buzz, and how many players have to go? It says it's Edge. I'm not sure. I honestly don't want to look at the moment, but I'll look soon, though. Oh, for God's sake, umpires, let the game play, you dickhead. What is the point of telling him to... What are you talking about? Why are you telling him to go out 15 metres? He was in the pocket, you idiot. Oh, the umpires have lost the bloody plot. They've got no idea. They've got no idea how to umpire this game. They train throughout the week, and they just cannot still umpire the game. It is ridiculous. Now, Brennan Cox, chip back to Luke Ryan. Chip back to Luke Ryan. There's literally nothing. There's like the call's got 20 seconds to go. And of course, Seth Campbell's there to man him up. Piss off, Campbell, you idiot. Only 4 to go. 17:33 at the moment, says Liam for his score. 16:80 with 5 to go, but Goulden captain left. 38 at quarter time. 71 now with 5 minutes left. Okay, yeah, wow, he's gone really quiet. 16-11 with 6 places. Angus. Corey Newman always does bad against the Giants. Jim Bales, what I do with my last rook on field, I've got no money on my bench and my last rookie's Dowling. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe you got to downgrade a big premium and get cash that way. That's the only way I can probably suggest if you've got no cash on the bench. Brayshaw plus 47 on strong with a quarter to go because that's normal. Yep, exactly, Jack. Bad umpires. Umpires shit me sometimes, says Sam. 8 more for me, I think. Milo, 1,800 with 5 to play. Plus captain. Blues down by 12 now. Rodler, 1,580 with 7 to play. Yeah, so, okay, so good. It wasn't just me that was annoyed at the umpires. It was actually just really bad umpiring. So there we go. Brayshaw, 108. Would have been in my team. Typical fucking fantasy. I would have had Stewart and Brayshaw, but instead I've got Will Powell. And I will have Dunkley, which is still fine. But keep Toby Green instead of Fisher. Fisher would have gone well today. Young, 90, which is good. Jackson, 76 is good as well. Maybe I'll get him for a week. Who knows? Taranto, 73. He looks like he's just going to be on track for a 90. Sarong 61, that's poor. Luke Ryan 57, that's poor. Jordan Clark 59, that's poor. Baker 40. Nat 525. McAuliffe's on up to 30 as well. So Brayshaw's down to 105. Okay, well that's something. But still 105. Oh, mate, far out. Oh, bloody Petrarca. Apparently, David Zeta just tweeted out saying Chris Petrarca can add appendicitis to the list of ailments he's had to deal with this year. Back to hospital tonight. D's say not related to previous injuries. This so the post is via his fiancée Bella. Far out, bloody Christian. See, I'm complaining about bloody fantasy and how annoyed I am, but yeah, there's like guys like Petrarca dealing with that, and there's people dealing with worse. So I do have to remember that fantasy is a game at the end of the day, and we do it just for fun. I don't do it for fun. I do it to try and win. But apparently Blues are close. Yeah, Curnow, Kenny, and Akers have kicked goals, so they're closing in. 2 minutes to go. Kenny's on 35 for the quarter as well. He's going well. Whitfield's on 30 for the quarter. Walsh is on 14, Newman 11, Tom Green 7, Toby Green 6. So Toby Green's going to get a 50 as well. I thought bloody Powell was bad enough, and I'm going to get a shit score from Toby Green as well. And he's going to get suspended. So Blues back to within 2 goals, 4 minutes left. Well, I worked with a guy who umpired 6 Sandford grand finals, but AFL said he wasn't good enough. Such a joke. He is retired from umpiring now, says DJ. Yep, it's probably more about, it's what you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. What were your trades this week? Clark down to Humphreys and Humphreys. Yeah, sorry. What's no crap? Yeah, Humphreys down. No, Clark down to Humphreys and Fisher up to Dunkley. I still like the trades. It's just my team might be a rabble next week. 524 Supercoach Y says Karen. Oh, yeah, he's just been bad tonight. Where's going with Ryan says Milo. They just aren't chipping around. And see, that's another issue as well. Ryan, he's dropping lots and lots of cash. So it's funny. 3 weeks ago, I was sitting there going, "Oh, look at this trade from Whitfield Ton." Apparently, how the hell he's done that, I don't know. It's funny how it went from being, look at this trade just before the buys. I got those 3 big scores, and all of a sudden, Ryan's now going to be well under 900k. Sheezel just put a 134, and essentially I've just almost broke. If I'd kept Sheezel, it would be exactly the same. So it's just, it's gone from bad to worse, unfortunately. Tom Green 107. He's on a mil a year. He'll survive. There is that, but then again, you don't want to see it's a pretty serious injury. So I know he's on a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's always not great when you see, especially a guy like Chris Petrarca. Have the lights gone out? Okay, lights are back on. Yeah. Oh, man. Did anyone respond to my message asking about Toby Green? Because no one's seen respond the first time. Well, JS, who I do trust, he said he doesn't reckon Toby Green will get suspended. And normally, the only hope I'm holding is normally the AFL do go, they'll put up the highlight and they'll say, what's his name in trouble because of this, and AFL haven't put it up. So, and the guy like Toby Green, they would have. So my fingers are crossed that he's fine because it's a good matchup as well, Richmond. And at least if he's not out, I can still do the trades potentially that I want to do and go get Stewart and Fisher back in. If Fisher's named, and if he's not, go get Matt Kennedy or something. I got Ryan in after his bye. He hasn't scored a ton once, says Milo. Yeah, well, Roy paid over $1 million for him and he hasn't got a ton. And it's hard as someone that had him for those 3 weeks because I'm fine with him because he got a 140, got a couple 140s and 120. But since Freo have completely changed, he's only getting like 90s and even less. Good trade bales. Lawson Humphrey, 77 points, has had a lot to offer. Yep, exactly. Yeah, he's been good. Matt Kenny, 3rd ton in a row. And see, Matt Kenny might, if Toe Green's suspended, Matt Kenny might be too much for me to even afford now. I might have to go McKercher and Kennedy and keep Sexton, which would be awful. Well, not awful, but not great. And then if Sexton got dropped, Togren gets suspended, I'd have to keep Will Power and I have to fix 2 forwards up next week. I'd have to go and potentially go grab Fisher and Kennedy or something. Luke Ryan +6, there's something. Giants 1, people saying. There you go. There's a big sound in the west of the town, says Sam. Got Sarong over Dunkley this week, says detached edits. Yeah, well, maybe Dunkley will go well tomorrow and then that will hurt. Unfortunately, mate. Brayshaw tackle, of course. Roy went bang over the crisp move on Twitter last night. Yeah, I did see that, IT. Sarong has had a shocker. Got to trade him out to up and down. Yeah, well, I can't. I've got bigger issues to fry than Sarong. Like, it's funny. I was looking at my team the other day and I thought, it's looking good. Like Sexton, I'll trade out at some point soon. Same Will Power. Besides that, team's looking really good. But now it's like Toby Green's an issue. Luke Ryan got a tackle. Like Toby Green's an issue. Sarong might be an issue. Luke Ryan's an issue. Will Power, Toby Green, if I don't know if I've said it. Sexton, I can't remember who I've said. There's just too many issues now. And when there's teams at the top that have got a few that don't have those issues and have only got 1 or 2, they can fix them up next week and they can keep on this track of doing this, whereas I'm not going to be able to really catch up much ground, which is frustrating. Hope you held Darcy Jones for 71, says it's Edge. Yep, you're very happy with that score. Yeah, just kick it back. Like, do some chip mark. Like, the game's over. Like, I know that Power Prawns obviously wants another Amos goal and then 2 goals for Banfield. I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Banfield's got to kick a couple. But hey, you never know. Baker tried the 1 hand mark. It's never going to work. Is that a goal for Richmond? No, behind. Please let Luke Ryan just take it out. Kenny will be 715k. Oh, geez, that's gonna see. That's even I might even push to get Kennedy for Green. If Green's suspended, it'd be Green up. Green is what I think like 650. There's a 70 odd K difference. Yeah, I'm going to be like short by 10k again. Yeah, we're done. Bales dang, says Power Prawn Star. If Ryan, no Ton or Clark, I have to trade Clark or Ryan now. I'd be holding both still, Andrew. I wouldn't be trading either. Got good matchups still to come, but obviously it's frustrating if both don't do well. 16.77 with 5 to go, including my captain, says Power Prawn Star. And so that's what I mean, because it's such a high-scoring week, because I'm going to have a few shockers in my score, I'm going to lose ground because there are going to be plenty of people that don't have, obviously, Will Power and don't have Toby Green. Like, they're uniques. They're my unique players that were almost just stopgaps. And unfortunately, that probably means as well that when I brought in like Marshall and Zorko and guys like that, maybe I just shouldn't have paid up for them and got them in during the buys. It would have been better to save money because then I would have had a more well-rounded side. Well, goal for Frederick. So it's 50 points now. Brayshaw's up to 109. Young hasn't touched it yet this quarter. I think he's been on the bench, though. Start the quarter. Ryan's up to 74. That's something. He's had 3 tackles, so he could still get a solid score. Luke Ryan hasn't come off as well, which is good. So that's something. Jai Caldwell's and Must Buzz, 130 points this week. Number out of the top 5 DTs have Jai Caldwell. Yeah, I think a lot of people at the top would have him, I think. Let's quickly go through the scores from the other games. We didn't actually touch on those scores. So Briggs 136 was big. Daniels 129. Hogan 119. Ward 118. So 4 very people that no one's going to say. Brayshaw again. Oh, geez, he ran way too far then. Brayshaw ran like 30 metres then. So yet they call the Rankin one, but when the game doesn't matter, they don't call it. It just consistency. But yeah, Ward, Hogan, Daniels, and Briggs are not owned by hardly anyone. Funny enough, I've got Daniels and Hogan in a draft team, in the same draft team, which is pretty funny. DeConing 112, Kenny 108, Green 107, Whitfield 106, Cripps 105, Cumming got a 99, Newman 87, so like he's still got to an okay score. Walsh 66, Toby Green got to 60 in the end, so literally him and Will Power got to the same score. Fonte got 56 in a Giants win, so he might hold. He's probably the downgrade. So, yeah. So, essentially, my Walsh and Toby Green cancel each other out, but then I've got Will Power when other people have got big tons, so I've gained no ground. I've lost grounds again, so... Bloody fantasy. It's almost like RDT is probably the one I'm going to focus on now, because I don't have any of those issues. I had a Kruger covering for Kruger covering for Fisher. Well, no one's been saying to me about Toby Green in trouble, so that's what most book. G'day, champ. What's good? Yeah, Daniel, we're not going too well, mate, unfortunately. So, fucking Brayshaw, stop, man. Just enough. Like, this is ridiculous how much of the ball he's getting. And I fucking knew this was going to happen as well. Goddamn Fisher. Why'd you have to bloody be frigging out? I would have bloody had Brayshaw score. I would have got rid of Toby Green. Not had these issues. So Josh Draper's done for the night as well. Sharp getting his calf strapped up. Yeah, Brayshaw's on 117 already. Oh, for God's sake. Fisher's complete. Fisher has screwed my team twice this year. And he's done it again this week. Because Toby Green was gone for me. Toby Green was out for Brayshaw. And that would have been a great trade. I would have gained 57 points at least. And obviously it's still going. Sarong with a rare kick. Or it could be a goal if Walters left it. But he went to go for the mark. And Richmond have got it out. Oh, good fake by Banks there. Not a great kick by Vlosten though. Now Vlosten could chip back. Why are you going forward, man? Oh, Sarong +6. Sarong, kick the goal, mate. There you go, Sarong. Go, missed it. Yeah, left almost, but damn, man. Yep, I know, mate. It's been a shit weekend of footy. I thought it was one of those ones again. You just like the only actually. This is how I feel, right? I'm going to get this up, right? And hopefully you guys know what this is. Is it? Hang on. Is it this here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This, okay, yeah. So this is how I feel right now.
Why? Why do bad things happen to good people?
That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. It's as simple as that. I hope people here have watched Friends, and I hope you can get that reference, and I hope you can get a laugh out of it at my expense. I hope you get that reference, because that's how I feel. And if anyone doesn't watch Friends, that was Ross saying, "Why do bad things happen to good people?" Well, I think I'm a good person. Like, I'm not a prick to anyone. I'm pretty nice to everyone, but that is why do bad things happen? Why? Oh. This is the state. These are the stages. I've gone from the stage of being angry and denial, whatever. Now it's just laughter, because it's just, yeah. Do I miss anything? Let's have a look. Sarong is a massive concern. Not spreading, not tackling. Thought the fixture would be enough to get easy ball, but it's clear role change. It's edge. Sadly, Toby will cop it. Gave him a fair whack. Should cop a week. Man, just shepherd at FFS, says Sam. Yeah, I know. Sarong getting going, says Power Prawn Star. I'm thinking about downgrading Brody Grundy to Nankervis. What are your thoughts? I wouldn't do that either, Andrew. I'd just be trying to upgrade your team on field. Just try and get rid of the players that are not scoring well, and try and get players that are scoring well, but not being hasty with players that have only had a bad week or two. This Frere game plan change has solidified the fact that... Oh, and there's Brayshaw, another kick again. Yep, of course. The Frere game plan change has solidified the fact that role/game plan is more important than fixture. Yep. Yeah, good point there. Corey Badge, the guy who is in first bars doesn't have Ryan and Clark. That's what I mean. Like, not many people would not have one of Ryan or Clark with this run coming up. That's what, and that's the luck. That's the luck part of it. That's the luck part of it. And don't get me wrong, who is first? They're doing well. I know Tom's doing well. I don't know if it's Tom still first, but Tom's got Ryan though. So, but it just shows that luck is a big part of the game. It is. Like, there is skill to it as well, to being highly ranked year after year. But there is a lot of luck involved. Well, look at the amount of good coaches this year that have had poor years because of the amount of crap that's been thrown up this year. Like Mini Monk and JD, two examples. They've won back-to-back hats in fantasy, and both I don't think are ranked that good at all at the moment. I think they're probably still top 20k, but in terms of what they've done the last few years, they're not anywhere near that. And it's just, again, just luck side of it. Toby Green should get 7 because of his face. But he has Toby Green too. Shannon Page just joined. Bale seems a bit down. What's the group's opinion for Heaney, Zorko, Gorn, Goulden left for tomorrow for captain? Luke, Ryan, VC let me down again. I'd be going Goulden captain against St Kilda at Marvel. I think he'll go well. So I'd be going... and so Shannon, let me recap for you what tonight has been like. So... Well, what today's been like, actually. So it started well last night, as we all know. It was at Merritt VC, like, living life well, all good. Brayshaw +6 again. And I get interrupted because this guy just keeps racking up the points. 126. And he was in my team. Fucking Fisher. That prick. Twice this year he screwed me. Had to bloody trade him when I didn't want to. Then he went on that run of all those tons, and then I got him back, and then he screwed me again. Anyway, Shannon, let me go back to what was happening. So, brought in Will Power last week. I was at 132 now, Sam. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there you go. Even more annoying than what it was before. Oh, man. Anyway, Shannon, we'll get back to what we were saying. So, last week brought in it started off with Fisher being out. And I thought, okay, that's fine. We keep Toby Green. We bring in Dunkley for Fisher, and we're fine, right? Then Will Power goes and scores a 60 when I could have had Tom Stewart last week. It wouldn't have affected trades. It was Tom Stewart or Will Power. And I thought, Will Power, Flanders into the midfield, has 2 good matchups, Collingwood and North. I don't know, North haven't been that great, but still they're not that bad still. Stewart was going to get the Guelphy tag. So I was like, I can't go Stewart this week. I don't want to bring in someone that might have a potential tag. Then Stewart gets 125, plays midfield for 2 weeks in a row, goes back-to-back tons. Will Power goes 83 and 60, which is pretty average. Then Sexton drops a stinker. He's got to go. And then Toby Green, there is a decent chance he's suspended. So all of a sudden, I've gone from not having... And then my original plan was going Toby Green out this week if Fisher played to Brayshaw. So it went from having Brayshaw a big score, having Fisher in the team, and trading Toby Green to all of a sudden going, oh, well, I'm stuck with Toby Green. He may be suspended. And then I don't have Brayshaw. I have Dunkley instead, which Dunkley instead of Brayshaw is fine. But then I've still got Will Power instead of Tom Stewart. So, yeah. So that's the summary of it. Person in first has Toby Green 2. Oh, really? But they'll be able to get rid of him next week though. They'll be able to get rid of Toby Green because I'm sure he probably doesn't have many issues. But I've got the issues, so if Toby Green's suspended, I may have to hold and play Dowling for a week, which to be honest is what I'll probably... If Toby Green's suspended, I'll do that. I'm not gonna go like Will Power to Stewart and then just sideways Green to Simpkin because that's not going to gain me anything. Like Simpkin might put up a bad score. And I want to get rid of Sexton. So it's probably just going to be better. Sexton's probably going to score just as much as Dowling and St Kilda anyway. So it's probably just going to be better to trade Sexton, trade Power, keep Toby Green if he's suspended or not, and then might just have to train the week after because at least he'll be back. If worst case, I've got to hold him. That's what I'm going to have to do. So Jack, yeah, I know. Karen, I'm going to put the C on Neil or McCluggage and give the Swans boys a miss. I think Ross will tag everyone. I'm going Gould and captain in Supercoach, if that says anything. My goal is to win Classic. I'm chasing a hat or a Hilux as my goal, says Andrew. Yep. You and me both, mate. I thought maybe a hat this year might have been the go, but it's slipping away, unfortunately. Good old Fisher, says Angus. Yep, bloody Fisher. Phil, joke to cheer up. Chill barrels up. Wide of Fred Batman not get the ball. They keep running away from the ball. Ball Olo. I don't get the joke. Maybe I'm missing something obvious there. They keep running away from the ball Olo. Oh no, am I missing something? Apologies, Phil, if I am. I'm just missing it. Shannon Page, fill your pain bales. I traded Fish in, out, in, and out. Yep. Power Prime start, lol. At least you're not ranked 6.5k bales. I know, and I know that. And I know that people are in worse positions than what I am. It's just that when I was sort of had my sights set on potential hat and everything, and it's just gone to pear-shaped. And I'm a very competitive person when it comes to, especially just like leisure activities and like when I do like, is that so? John Clark +6. Go to Luke Ryan at least. Okay, yeah, cool. See, where's this been? Where's this been for the last bloody month? Like the chipping and the switching. Like I get the point of okay, they don't want to chip it around as much, but they don't have to just completely stop like kicking the ball to each other. Like they just go down the line. It's stupid. I can't remember what I was saying. We may have to start charging you for counselling, Bale, says Karen. Yeah, potentially. I might have to start paying everyone for that, maybe. People were saying in my group chat that if Toby Green's fine, then it's not a disaster. It's just obviously the Will Power and Toby Green bad scores are disasters. What is Roy's rank bales? I'll have a look when the game's done, Corey. Um, he dropped that. Nearly a great mark, though. Johnson, Ryan, handball. 5 minutes to go. I really hope Brayshaw's on the bench. He's already scored enough. He doesn't need any more. 132 is more than enough. There's Sarong. Sarong handball. They get back to Jordan Clark. Of course they do. Luke Ryan's near 100 though, which is something. There's Walters. There's Sarong handball. Oh no, that was. Oh yeah, no, Sarong got the handball. O'Meara. Goal for Freo. All this rage, love it, says Gareth. yeah, I'm glad people are. I don't. I'd much rather be sitting here going, oh, team's going great. I'm really happy. No, it's too much to ask. Bray's on the bench, Bales. Well, I hope he stays there. 132 is still a great score. And if I traded him in, I'd be very, very, very happy. And I did think about bloody VCing him as well, like if I brought him in. I thought, do I just go the aggressive play to try and get as much rank as possible and go VC Brayshaw? But it doesn't matter anyway, because Freo are going to be third on the ladder. Yeah, because Geelong have played already, Bombers have played, Port have played, Giants. Yeah, Freo are third on the ladder with this win. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now Brayshaw's back on. Yeah, 4 minutes to go as well. Like, they couldn't have just bloody left him on the bench to rest. They had to bring him back on, and he'll get involved in some junk, I'm sure. Now, John Clark, go to Ryan. Okay, good. Now, this is where I want bloody Luke Ryan to get this bloody junk. Like, Freo don't need to go, like, forward now. Good, thank you. Now, go to Ryan. Go to Ryan. Ryan is right in the pocket. Oh, yeah, you go to fucking Brayshaw again, won't you? This is bullshit. 138. And see, like, the pod plays that I want to do, I can't because I get forced into other trades. Again, I could have gone Brayshaw over Dunkley. But really, would I have really gone him over Brayshaw? Probably not. Here's Ryan again. So Ryan will get near 100. That's a bad kick by Ryan. Funny. If my trades if Fisher had been named, and I'd have Brayshaw over Toby Green and Tom Stewart over Will Power, I would be absolutely loving life. I'd be on for a massive week. No poor scores. Oh, here's Luke Ryan, another +6. So Luke Ryan is getting some junk, which is at least good. But now just go back to... Of course we'll go to Jordan Clark, because we'll go through the middle because we need more goals, don't we? Or at least if Hayden Young can maybe get a goal. Go, Youngie, come on. No, nothing. That should be holding the ball against Rioli. Wasn't paid, though. Who are you trading out of Will Power and Sexton? Oh, I'm praying Toby Green's not suspended because I want both gone. I don't want either. I want both out of the team. And there is a chance that even if Toby Green is suspended, it might even just be better to keep Green. Oh, and Brayshaw free kick. Because, this game. Oh, Young's kicked the goal, so there you go. That's good. Why can't there be a week where all the mids go 100+? Yep, yeah, I know. Like the Oliver 26, Watchalong. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, says Sam. It's Edge. Give us a score review on players left to play after the game. Buzz. Yeah, I'll have a look. Centre page. I've learned from previous years and held Simpkin and Crisp. Ditch Fisher for Caldwell and McAuliffe to Humphreys. Jump over 4K today, thanks in a big part to the Port boys. Lucky week so far. Probably back to being crap next week. Yeah. Brayshaw free kick, don't look bust. Yeah, says Karen. I said don't look. Yeah. It's the wrong handball. Clark and Ryan plus 30. Lol. Young only 6 points this quarter. Obviously kicked the goal, so he'll be on a little bit more than that. Frere now half a game off second. Yeah. Cannot believe Brayshaw. 142. Like, I'm imagining like how big that would have been for my year. That bringing in Brayshaw, getting rid of Toby Green. That I gained. What's that? And that's an 80. What is it? Nearly an 8. No, it's 82 point extra I would have had this week if I'd done that original trade I planned to do. And then Fisher being ruled out. So why is Brennan Cox taking the kick in? Like, someone please explain that to me. Why that numpty's taking a bloody kick in. Young's still an issue with all the forward time, says IT. Yeah, with the good matchups to come, I think it's okay. Luke Ryan, 98 Supercoach, 101 DT, finished well. Yeah, I had him VC in Supercoach, so I won't be taking that. I'll be going to Goulden captain. Ryan, 100% time on ground. That's good at least. Hi, Bale. Should I keep Merritt's captain score or go Goulden? I'd be taking the 120 Maltesing. Like, people went Sarong tonight. I think a few people took on the 120 and went Sarong captain. You got it. You got to take the 120. I'd be banking the 120. Dempsey nearly outscored Sarong. Yeah, see, that was another one. I traded Dempsey. Should have held him. Who would have thought keeping a rookie would have been the play? 235k difference. Exactly. Taranto. Kick the goal? Yeah, kick the goal on the siren. Yeah, game over. Taranto goal on the siren. Well, I don't know why the scores haven't updated because Taranto kicked the goal and he's on 99 at the moment. Let me refresh the page. Of course, I refresh and then it updates. All right, let's update the scores. Nate 150, obviously was massive in the game. Brayshaw 142. Well, I said he was a good option this week, and I had him, and then Fisher was out, and then I couldn't get him. Taranto 108 was good. Young 105 is good as well. Jackson 104. Short, Bolton 102. Ryan got 101, which is good. Clark got 98, which is obviously what he's been for a lot of the year, just a 90s guy. Switkowski 77, Sarong 77 with 27 disposals as well. That's stinky. You would have thought in the wet he would have got some tackles. Like he's an issue. Like Baker 53, McCullough 50. McCullough got a 50. There you go. Brayshaw's on my screen. It makes me angry. Not Brayshaw, I like Brayshaw. But the fact I had him, and I could have had him. Sharp 34, so Sharp returned to what he was doing. Thank God Sharp didn't put any of these scores, only one of these scores in the first bit of the season, and we were able to get him for a lot of his better scores. Yeah, so there you go. So they're the scores from tonight. Would have been a better, fun enough, 2 different trades mean that tonight would be going well, but instead, we're not going great. Apparently Roy's ranked 48, says Andrew. Going to be hard to watch Dunkley tomorrow. Unlucky bars on Brayshaw. Yeah. Corey, worst decision of my year was going Billings for Wines before N2 and didn't ever get Dempsey for cash gen. Perth has thunderstorm right now, says Andrew. Milo, 400k in the bank with Joe Richards, Sexton, Simpkin. Who to trade? I'd be trading Richards and Sexton. Phil, you helped us all a lot. Bales, well commentator, mate. Dunks will be good as well. Dane Zorko for captain. Yeah, even if Dunkley goes 140, I'm not... No, it's good, but I could have, Brayshaw didn't touch the ball for the whole first part of the first quarter. He was on 0 for ages, and then he just absolutely went bananas, particularly in that second quarter. I'm disappointed in Sarong, says Bol. Yep, I am too, mate. I know fantasy's a game. I know I've just got to treat it like a game, but it's hard when... I felt like the advice I gave this week was good. I said I'd go more of a Myers. That worked. I said I'd get Brayshaw this week as an underpriced mid. That worked. All the stuff worked except for in my own team to get rid of Toby Green and Will Pound, guys like that, and I'm stuck with them. So, but yeah. Okay, well, let's have a look at my rabble then. Let's have a look at my rabble. Let's see how we're going for the round. So I'm on 1454. I've got Goulden, Dunkley, Dawson, Gawn, Marshall, Zorko, Heaney tomorrow. So what's that? So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 to go, 1454, but I've obviously still got my captain's squad to be added as well. So I'm technically on 1574. 1574 with 3, 4, 5, 6, with 7 left. So, but this could have been a week of near 2,400, but instead I'm looking at probably about 2,300, which again is still a decent score, but some of these guys at the top are going to be putting up massive scores. They're going to be putting up huge scores. But yeah, not having Sheasel, not having there was one other player that went big that I didn't have that was commonly not having Butters. Yeah. So, Brayshaw's quarter splits 22, 53, 30, 37. Yeah, he was good. He was good tonight. I'm gonna go Dunkley captain, or he'll get tagged, or will he get tagged, or is it Zorko? If you want to play a captain that's not going to get tagged at all, it's Dunkley. Zorko, there is always a slight chance that they go Keys, go to him. But Zorko will probably go well anyway. So it's up to you. Dunkley, I think they're both good options. I would have had both in my top 10. I'm projected at 23.75, says Phil. That's good, mate. And I'm not saying that's good as in that's good, I don't care. I'm saying it's good, it's a good score. It probably does just sound like that because I'm down. I'm 18.20 with Dunkley, Zorko, Goulden, captain, Dowling, and Heaney left. So what's that? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left and captain. So yeah, Corey, you're going to have a massive week. 16.99 with Goulden, Heaney, Dawson, Zorko, Dunkley, and Gawn to go, says Tony. So that's 2, 4, 6 left. So you're probably looking like with me, Tony, with about unless your score doesn't count as when you're on track for 2,400. Will Heaney cop the Winhager tag? Yeah, him or Warner will, I think. Shannon, don't beat yourself up. It's a tough game to predict. How could you predict Manor dropping a ton and outscoring Dane Holmes? I didn't have Manor though, so it wouldn't matter. It's just the fact of Fisher injured. I couldn't get rid of Toby Green, which meant I couldn't get Andrew Brayshaw. And it would sort of be full circle if Dunkley goes sub 80 tomorrow. That would sort of sum up everything. Oh, and just one good thing of luck would be good. Don't know. Hopefully Tom Campbell's not laid in. That'd be nice for once. So should I loop Harvey Thomas 81 or take Dowling? I would 100% be looping the 81. There is a chance that Dowling goes sub 60 against Brisbane. So I'd definitely be looping the Harvey Thomas score on Deerfield. On 14.29 with 9 left, is this good? I think 2,300 plus is going to be a par this week. You're going to need more just because of so many players going big. There's going to be people cracking 2,500 this week if you dodged a few of the bad scores. So on 14.29 with 9 left, oh yeah, I said that with Jim. Tony, I think you need 125 from Marshall to equal me for the round. Really? Tony, I thought I was going to be a fair bit off of you. Detached as 1653, Sinclair, Gordon, Captain, Heaney, Zorko, Gordon to come. Ben Haybale's on back. We're about to end it, unfortunately, Ben. Captain Zorko, Gordon or Dunkley. I'm Captain Gordon out of those three. Is Manor a trade in then? Yeah, Chris, I think he's good. He's an option if you need cash gen. Maltesing, 1920 with 5 to go. Zorko, Gordon, Marshall, Heaney, Dunkley. Well, okay, you're going to be you're going to be at least 2,400 there. Bowl, Sean Manor going 115 is the most random thing in fantasy ever. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I've got to wrap it up for, Tony Ford, 69.9 was with Merritt, already looped in, and Thomas over Dowling. Okay, yeah, cool. So, yes. Okay, so we might be fairly soon. Well, we'll probably be both losing rank, Tony, this week then. I think we're going to need near 2,400 to keep up with the people at the top. But yeah, all right. So that I got to end it there. I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat, and yeah, it's obviously fantasy's doing my head in. So there was a reason I didn't watch much footy. I didn't actually watch any footy besides this game today. I just couldn't bother. And I'm probably glad I didn't because I would have been more frustrated. Rather, thanks, Bars. Thanks, mate. See you soon, mate. See you, Bars. Thanks, guys. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in. Obviously, don't mind me being a bloody Debbie Downer or whatever. That's I think that's the saying anyway. Yeah, obviously, I'm glad for people that are going well. That's always good. I'm glad that advice does help. Phil, thanks, mate. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks, mate. You too. Thanks for the stream, says Ben. Thanks, mate. Just a Human, 17-24. Rivers, Merritt, Captain, Score, Heaney, Zorko, Manor Loop, and English Loop. Good, mate. Sounds good. That's what I said, Ben, when Morehouse was coach and chose my name. Sam, thanks for stream, Bales. Chin up. There's always next week. Oh, there is, but there's no hat. So it's sort of almost like, well, what's the point? And I can understand why people sort of with fantasy do switch off in the second half of the year, because what's the point? If you can't get a hat, you can't get a Hilux. Okay, you get to say I finished top 500, but you don't get a prize for it. Which obviously I know you don't anyway. No, and again, that's just me being down. It's just me being grumpy. So at least I know I'm grumpy. So yeah. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night for the round review. That will be probably interesting. I'll probably be interesting to see how my mood is tomorrow. Because by that point, I'll know if Toby Green's suspended. I'll know how my round's gone. I wouldn't be shocked if Toby Green gets a week and I end up on a bad. And to be honest, with the way people are looking, I could fall like 500 points down from the top 100, and I could be near the maybe not even inside top 1,000 this week. It might be that bad that I've fallen down that much. So who knows? We'll see how we go. Hopefully we go okay. But yeah, but we'll be live tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, I believe. 8 p.m. No, yeah, sorry, 7:30 Eastern, 5:30 Perth time for a round review. I'm pretty sure we got Darren jumping on again for that one, so it'll be good to recap the round. Looking forward to that. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to smash a like on the video, make sure you smash a thumbs up there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know if we've got any tonight. Let me just have a quick look, see if we've got any tonight. I haven't got any tonight. Obviously, I know that most people tuning in by now have subscribed, but if you haven't yet, make sure you do. I hope Sunday goes well, says Sam. I hope so as well. It's Edge. I'm ranked 15k bars, and I'm happy. Look at where you are, brother. I know. I'm super competitive. I want to be as high as possible. So that's just me. So, and I know people in positions, so I got to remember that. But yeah, it's just annoying. I'm 2057 ranked, says Phil. Maltesing, all good bars, good podcast. Thanks, mate. See you tomorrow night, says Andrew. Yep, see you tomorrow night. So yeah, as I said, we're back tomorrow night. Make sure you go and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We only need 2 likes to get 30 on the stream. So if you can like it, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, obviously subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you follow at BarsDT on TikTok. I need 1,000 followers so we can start streaming our podcast and our watch-longs on there. So make sure you guys subscribe there. or follow, sorry. And we'll be out for the podcast tomorrow at the normal time and reviewing the round. So thanks, guys. Again, apologies for being down, but it is what it is. So you sort of get what you get. That's like, I'm not going to try and fake being. I tried being happy for a bit. It didn't work. So, but yeah, thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow for the podcast. So, thanks guys. Have a good night. Cheers.